T-Bone you're about to listen to is incredibly stupid. Listener discretion is advised.
At the end of that, after my team won, I almost felt sorry for them, if that makes sense.
Really?
Yes. Like, if that had happened to Michigan, I would laugh and point and poop and all that stuff that I would do. All the P's. Pointing and pooping and all of it. Okay. Sure. Like, yeah, it's what you get.
Yeah.
Featuring Panama Ted.
I'm a dork and stupid.
Timmy Hall.
I love a good, thin meat.
And a crap ton of random sounds from the internet.
His lower body is ridiculously thick.
You're a little stupid.
Not on my watch.
My butt's sore. Holler.
I like that laugh.
Welcome to Man and Bone.
Happy Thursday. Welcome in. Hello, Bone.
Hello, man.
Oh, we got a show today, Bone.
Yeah?
I'm not saying it's a good one. I'm not saying it's a big one. It's just a show.
Oh, I'm aware we have a show. I just didn't know if it would, usually there's a modifier on that.
Don't get me wrong. It may be both of those things.
Mm-hmm.
I just make no promises. I do tell you this. Our guy, Adam Rittenberg, covers all things college football for ESPN. He will join us coming up a half hour from now, 3:30. Degenerate T-Bone. T-Bone will help you lose money.
Yes.
At 4:46.
Probably have too much of it laying around after the holidays. You're like, boy, I just made so much money. Didn't go into debt. No gift giving whatsoever you had to worry about. So if you got extra money, I'll help you lose it.
Jackets host the Sharks tonight, coverage 6:30. Catch all the action right here on The Fan. They officially unveiled the Stadium Series unis. This is radio, so I'll try and describe it to you. Union blue.
Yeah.
Cannon on the front, but not the circular cannon design that we have on the alternates. And they're fine.
You know what? I think I'm in the minority on this. I really like them.
No, most people do. I'm just a stick in the mud. I don't have the affinity for the cannon that most people do. If it were up to me, they'd never wear those alternates again. They do nothing for me.
Really?
I hate the shade of blue. The circular cannon. I don't need it.
Yeah, but this isn't the circular cannon.
I know
it's
that.
It's not that shade of blue. I do like the cannon. I think, number one, I like the cannon because everybody who comes in here is like, oh, you got your stupid cannon. It's like, yeah, we do. And we're going to keep firing it because we know it annoys you.
No, I'm not saying get rid of the cannon. I'm just saying from a particular design standpoint, I don't need the cannon. I think we need to do more with the flag aspect of the primary logo. I'd like to see.
Yeah?
What the cool thing they did do for the captains is they have the A's and the C's on the chest, but it's outlined with the state of Ohio.
Yeah, I like
that. That I enjoy.
That's a nice touch. I very much enjoy that.
And I've said this about the crew, too. We have an interesting design state from a geographical standpoint. When you look at a map.
Yeah, of course.
All right? Like the state of Colorado, it's a square.
Mm-hmm. Most of those western states, yeah, they're just like
it's not interesting
square
at all.
Or rectangle shape. Yeah.
I think we need to put the state image on as many things as we possibly can. I said this when the crew changed their logo.
Mm-hmm.
It should be the old logo with the checks and all that
stripes and
Crew
stuff.
96, whatever you want to put in there, but encapsulated into the state of Ohio.
Love that idea.
I would have loved to see something that has to do with the star and the state flag inside the state on the sweater.
Yeah.
This is nice looking. Don't get me wrong. I thought they'd do something with Ohio State. They didn't do it.
Can I tell you, this is probably bad of me to admit, but like when I look at our state flag, I'm just like, like
no, the state flag.
I don't like that.
I do like our state flag.
I don't like the burgee. Isn't that what it's called? Or the bungee? Burgee. I think is that what it is? A bungee? A burgee? I don't know. It's a pennant. It's not a regular flag.
I know, and I like that.
I hate that. What I mean is, like, if you look at, is it California? Their flag has they got a bear. They got a bear on it, right? It's like we could have had. Imagine if we had like a hootin' owl or something, something.
I don't want that.
Oh yeah, that could have been great. Anyway, whatever. I'm just saying, I don't mind them going away from the flag because I'm not a huge fan of the. If you are a huge fan of the Ohio flag, then I get what you're saying that you like that. I like the cannon thing a lot. I am with you that I don't like that shade of blue. So I like that they kind of merged.
Yes, they changed the shade.
Yeah. Overall, it was funny because a buddy of mine texted me and said, hey, what do you think of the jerseys? And I sent back the fire emojis. I liked it when I first saw it. And he was like, oh, you do like it. Okay. And I was like, oh,
I'll tell you, there's nothing
you don't
worse.
like it.
There's
Really?
nothing worse than texting with somebody that you think you can complain with, and then you can't.
I know. I felt so bad. I felt awful because I thought this person they're a huge Jackets fan. And I thought they probably would like it, but I liked it. I didn't see anything wrong with it. I enjoy this jersey. It's got an extra flash of, silver there. Silver is one of the colors the Jackets use, but obviously the scarlet and gray aspect, it's very prominently placed next to some scarlet on the jersey. So I like how they kind of added in a little scarlet and gray without going too overboard. Zach Werenski wouldn't let him do that.
Look, it's
Mr.
fine.
Michigan, man.
That's fine.
And that's fine.
It's not bad. It's fine. And if you enjoy it, God bless. I'm sure they'll sell it to you.
They will. It's they're on the website, and just like the regular jerseys, they are not cheap.
Well, they have different tiers.
Okay, well, the ones I was looking at that had like Kirill Marchenko's name on it were like $285.
All right, well, that's not the top tier. I'm telling you, buddy.
I believe you.
Because the top tier is the only one that has the Fanatics logo in the back. And those are the ones that are made at one particular factory, like in Quebec.
Okay.
Right? And I think those are $500 a piece.
All right. Yeah, this is why I'm out of the jersey game. One, sizing. They don't have they don't make them for my size usually, but also I'm not paying $500 for a jersey, no matter how cool it looks.
No, but I'm saying that's the authentic. That's the same as what the players are wearing.
Yeah, I don't need that. I'm saying I like this Cannon logo, though. I think it's good.
All right, good.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Now, we have to dedicate the program today. Longtime Brewers broadcaster, actor, comedian, Bob Uecker has died at the age of 90. Bob Uecker, to me, was one of the best broadcasters of all time. Follow me. I met him once. He was very nice to me. Follow me here, because what I'm about to say initially is going to sound harsh. Okay? Bob Uecker always reminded me of Rimmer with talent.
Okay.
Now, hold.
Okay, you
hold
said
on.
it would be harsh, and I was bracing, and it still hit me a little harder than I expected.
Hold on. Listen to me. Rimmer, excellent broadcaster.
Uh-huh.
All right?
So that takes talent, just to be clear.
He reminds me
talent.
He reminds me of Rimmer because, Bob Uecker, even in his advanced age, he wanted to continue to be around the team. He lived and died with that team. Now, Bob obviously is much older than Rims is, even though we make fun of Rimmer. But he wanted to be around that team. He had health problems, but that was his first priority, his first love, even with all the other things that he did in his life. He was a Brewer guy. He wanted to be in that booth. And then he still loved, in his advanced age, the game of baseball. He loved the Brewers. And I said this about Rimmer, is that I would call Rimmer after he did a Jackets game, or I'd text him, say, what are you doing? Watching hockey? He'd go home, like you would think, right? That you become bitter and jaded over time, and the last thing I want to do is go home and watch more hockey. But he would, because he loved it still, right? He couldn't get enough hockey. That, to me, is like Bob Uecker. I made the joke that he's like Rimmer, but has talent, because Rimmer, while he was a great broadcaster, didn't have a television show.
No.
Right? Wasn't in movies. Didn't do national commercials. I know he does the local commercials here, and I tell you, he does a bang-up hell of a job. But Bob Uecker did it all, and he did it all well, and he was a nice guy.
Yeah, by all accounts. I mean,
he was nice to me.
Yeah, okay, well, there you go. I don't have as much of a connection to Bob Uecker just because, a lot of what he did was before my time, right? And a lot of the stuff I know him from is the pop culture stuff, the movie stuff, watching Major League, those things. But as a broadcaster, I've heard his calls now because of the internet and all those things. But yeah, I didn't grow up listening to him. I didn't
grow up listening to him either. But I remember, when I was a kid, look, I got into this business because I like radio, breaking news. And so, back in the day, before you can sit down and just stream every single radio station across the world at your fingertips, you would scan the radio dial at night. I would.
Yeah.
And, I'd try and pick up, because at night it was different. There wasn't as much static or whatever it was. And you could get signals. Like I could get Pittsburgh stations at times.
Yeah,
in Chicago, KDKA.
They used to crank up certain stations to a very high wattage to make sure they could be broadcast around the country.
And because I grew up in Chicago, I had a very close proximity to Milwaukee, and I would listen to Brewers games on WTMJ, and that was Bob Uecker on the call. Right. And I remember the first time I realized the dad from Mr. Belvedere was calling Brewers games. It blew my mind.
Yeah, actually, now you say that, because we did watch Mr. Belvedere. That's probably the first thing I ever knew him from. And then found out later, he calls baseball games. I had the exact opposite experience. But yeah, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Bob Uecker.
I will take away from his life the fact that man, like you said, was passionate about a sport that was his job, but it also was something that meant more to him than just a paycheck.
He loved it, man. I hope when I'm 90.
That's a good thing.
I'm as passionate as he was. First of all, I hope I make it to 90.
That's for both of us. That's a thing.
All right, Buckeyes and Notre Dame in the title game. If you really want to see the biggest screen possible for this game, well, now you can. I'm going to tell you about it coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're going to notice that traffic is a little slow on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 East Split and Front Street. And watch out for an accident that's on the right shoulder of northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 5th Avenue. This report is sponsored by AAA Car Care Plus. Come into your local AAA Car Care Plus and save $80 on select sets of 4 Nokian tires. Only at AAA Car Care Plus locations. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer ends January 18th. See store for details. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Need a little extra help after the holidays? Get a holiday loan from BMI Federal Credit Union. Learn more at bmifcu.org/holiday loan.
Men, it's the new year, and for many of us, it's a time of deciding to make positive changes in our lives. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're suffering with erectile dysfunction and are tired of the frustration and embarrassment ED causes, you should call Tri-State Men's Health today, because there probably isn't a better resolution you can make than to be done with ED. You see, ED doesn't just affect you, it can also affect your partner, even if they don't talk about it. But here's some great news. If you're like most guys, the treatments at Tri-State Men's Health will give you back your sex life, because our protocols have success rates that work in well over 90% of cases. Seriously, you might even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So, make an appointment and get ED out of your life. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654. That's 800-900-9654, or go to tristatemenshealth.com. Tri-State Men's Health, a Promenic restorative health practice.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from Classic 3-Cheese, Pepperoni, or Extreme Meat Pizza. Save big with a $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 3/4/25. See app for full terms.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
If it sounds like you've got a screeching pterodactyl in your garage, you don't. Your garage door just sucks. We are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, we fix crappy garage doors straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. At DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
I'm an old school Joe, and my philosophy is real simple and effective. It's not what you win or lose, it's what you save. And betting reduced juice at Prime Sports Ohio is the way to save money on every single bet. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app or visit our website, primesportsbook.com. Use promo code JUSTSPORTS. Get a welcome bonus up to $100 and be a member of the Prime Sports family.
Terms and conditions apply. Visit website for details. Must be 21 or older and present in Ohio. If you or anyone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You imagine it so often, it's almost real. That one dream vacation you know someday you'll take. Then, out of the blue, cancer. And that dream goes off exactly as planned. I would know, kiddo. I'm in the big city with my 2 best girls. Our 4th big trip since I heard the words cancer-free from my doctor at Ohio Health. All right, girls, let's get another ice cream. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans.
Most radio stations suck. Here's why. They don't invest in local programming. We're live and local 14 hours a day. You can rest assured that every stupid thing we say is 100% local. Homegrown dumb since day one. The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Feeling the aches and pains of everyday life slowing you down? Introducing Blue Emu, America's #1 emu oil formula for pain relief. In a recent clinical trial, 91% of users saw improvement after using Blue Emu. Whether you're working hard, playing harder, or just staying active, Blue Emu penetrates deep to relieve joint and muscle pain fast. And best of all, you won't stink. Join the 91% who felt the difference. Find Blue Emu at your local retailer or online. Blue Emu works fast and you won't stink. Attention, Buckeye Nation. Get ready and grab a Coors Light to cheer on our Ohio State Buckeyes as we fight for a spot in the championship. We know there's nothing like game day in Columbus. So whether you're at the tailgate, the bar, or just watching from home, choose chill. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly. Hair Volume is the best-selling hair tablet in the world and one of many award-winning natural hair products from New Nordic.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Tracking on and off snow throughout the region today. Little to no accumulation is expected. Today's high temperature will be right around 32. Tonight, we actually catch a break from the cold. Nighttime low of 23. Sunshine is back tomorrow with a high of 36. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your 10 TV weather impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
Murdering brain cells, one show at a time. Back to Man and Bone.
Please subscribe to the podcast of this show. If you don't, Teddy will cry all night long. Go to wherever you get your podcast. Just search Common Man and T-Bone. Click, subscribe, and leave us a 5-star, too. We appreciate that. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. It's all brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling.
Yes, please leave us a Jeremiah Smith, a 5-star.
5-star.
I like it. Leave us a 5-star.
Also, leave us a profit.
Yeah.
Just like Jeremiah Smith.
I'll tell you, that's the guy who's going to make a profit. You're exactly
I did
right.
see the Jeremiah. He's already making a profit, buddy. He's in a Nintendo Switch ad.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's not free. That's great. Good for him, man. That's what, to me, I don't care how NIL has worked out. I'm glad that players are getting money however it's happening, as long as there's no, I don't want the mob giving you money, right? I don't want any, ties to things that would eventually hurt you down the line. But, if a booster wants to give a guy $200,000 who's never played it down in football, let him live. Let that guy who got the $200,000 live. By all means. We know that college athletes have been exploited for a long time. I'm glad some of the money's coming back. But I thought NIL would look more like what you just said, which is a guy who is good getting a deal with a giant corporation.
Right. Well, for people who are at his level, that is what it is.
Well, yeah.
That is NIL.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly right.
And if we're going to keep him around here, which I'm not saying that we're not. I'm just saying he's going to cash in this offseason if he's not already doing it. It's going to have to be with big companies.
Yeah, of course. And I would think that's where you would, again, I don't know how anything works, Mike. I think I know how life works, and then I find out new information every day.
You don't know.
No, none of us
Nobody
do.
knows.
But what I would think is you've got all these giant corporations that have headquarters here. You've got a lot of corporate entities that have massive workforces in Columbus, even if their headquarters aren't here, you would think those companies would say, we would like to be partners with one of the largest universities in the world. And, of course, this football program that lots of people like around here, you would think it'd be a no-brainer for those companies to just work as corporate partners with Ohio State. And I'm sure they do, but I would think some of that would kick over to the NIL space.
Buckeyes and Notre Dame for the title game. So there are going to be some places where you can go and watch the game on a big, huge screen. We have one preferable location, but we're going to tell you about all of them just to be equal opportunity.
Oh, okay.
All right, because this is in the Dispatch today. Studio 35 Cinema and Draft House, which is on Indianola Avenue. They're going to stream the game for free.
Yeah, right there in Clintonville.
Doors open at 6 o'clock.
They've done that. I mean, I don't know if they've done every game, but I know they have watch parties for things often.
Well, I'm just telling you. Yeah. You want to watch it on a big screen? There you go.
Okay.
Cinemark Theaters, they have locations at Polaris, Gahanna, Lancaster. They're going to have it there. I have no idea if they're charging. It does not say. But
it's a movie theater.
Right, it'll be
I don't
there.
know what they're allowed to. I don't know what the rules are there.
Well, AMC Dine-In Easton Town Center 30.
Love that spot.
That's a gobbledygook name. AMC Dine-In Easton Town Center 30. Anyway.
I would tell you about this in the odd choice that you would go there, but I know you don't go to movie theaters. But that actually is great, that you can just eat your food right in there and they bring it to you with a table. It's nice.
Tickets are $20. Guests under the age of 16 must be accompanied by an adult 21 years or older. Okay.
Well, I'm sure they're going to be serving beer.
And then our preferred destination, Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Yeah.
They're having a big watch party, and it's just so happens to be hosted by our radio station.
What a shock. Didn't know that. That's crazy.
You can go to the ESPN Bet Sportsbook, get yourself the tailgate buffet for $20 per person.
Look at that. I'm sure that's that delicious food we always talk about.
They'll have bucket specials. 5 for $19. Mix and match.
Oh.
Coors Light is one of the selections for you.
Looky there.
Table reservations are $100. Booth is $150. I never understood why the booth was more popular than the table, but that's just me.
Dude, we could do a whole show on table versus booth. I'm with you. Table's great.
Each seat's up to 4 people. Reserve your table now at hollywoodcolumbus.com/casino/sportsbook/ nothing. No more slashes. But
you know what? All those other places, you can't gamble. Like, you can't go up to a kiosk or go up to a person and place a wager. So
I'm guessing not.
That's
you
what
can gamble
Hollywood
on your phone, but that's not fun.
That's what Hollywood Casino does. They allow you to place a wager. I don't know if you know that at the sportsbook.
You know, I love Colin Cowherd. Love him.
You and me both.
I think he's
favorite
fantastic at his job. Now, look, the dude has managed to make tens of millions of dollars being wrong and, in my opinion, boring at every turn. But he's clearly been successful for himself.
Well, being correct and being successful in this business are two very different things.
I'm not even talking about being correct. I'm talking about making sense. You and I aren't correct a lot.
Sure.
But we try, not always succeed. We try to make sense.
We try to be consistent.
This is what Colin Cowherd said on his show today about the Steelers and their quarterback situation. I would trade T.J. Watt, George Pickens, and 2 first-rounders to go get Shedeur Sanders if you think he's a starting quarterback.
Okay.
I threw up a little bit as I was reading that. It's so stupid.
Well, you know what else it is? Did you catch the little phrase at the end of that? It's a cop-out.
If you think he's a starting quarterback.
If you think...
I'm not telling you to do that.
Oh, no, me, Colin
But if
Cowherd?
you like him, I would trade the heart and soul of your football team away to go get him.
2 of your best players and picks, right, for one guy who's never played a down of NFL football. If you think he's the right guy. So by that logic, like, again, it just annoys me in this business when guys like Colin, he gets raked over the coals all the time. When he says something, he's had plenty of idiotic takes. And if you know what, if we had as many viewers and listeners as he does across the country, you'd have plenty of fodder with us too, because we've gotten plenty of things wrong over the years, thinking that one guy would work out and he didn't. But you're paid to have big takes. You're paid to have opinions. That's the whole gig. I don't understand how Colin couldn't just say, Shedeur Sanders is worth that, period, end of story. Yes, and if a couple years, Shedeur Sanders turns out to not be any good, people will bring that up. And Colin can cash more checks because they'll be watching his videos. That's the name of the game. I don't know why he's gotten to this point now where he can't just Say what you think. Do you think Shedeur Sanders is good or not? Give us that opinion there, Colin.
Can I tell you something else? And this is no disrespect to Ted. Ted's a fine producer. I mean, Ted's one guy, right?
Right.
When Colin Cowherd goes out and he makes these totally egregious errors, and I'm not saying this is an error. This is just a bad take, all right?
Right.
But he makes tons of these egregious errors that make press all the time. This guy is working for Fox. He has a team of producers at his disposal. All right. He has fact checkers in real time that can get in his ear. He has his own media empire, air quotes. Doesn't he own the Volume? Isn't that his thing?
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
I'm just saying this guy has money out the wazoo. If that was the case, you'd think that you would just hire somebody to sit next to you. Who knows much more than you, just to make sure you don't make these basic mistakes.
He did hire someone to sit next to him. And
he's just as stupid, that Jason McIntyre clown. I can't stand that guy.
Yeah, but
they deserve each other.
This is seriously. This is how you know in life if you're doing the right thing or not. If you're in a position where you're like running something, you're a manager. If you consistently hire people around you, like Colin did with Jason McIntyre, who you know are no threat to you and you know they're definitely not on your level, they're not better than you, then that means you're probably scared. That probably means you're not going to do the best job you can because you're not getting the best people. You're getting people that don't threaten you.
Are you referring to Kevin Stefanski with Tommy Rees?
No. I will actually defend that one and say the offense worked the best when Kevin Stefanski was just letting the offense be the offense, and when he had a quarterback that wasn't Deshaun Watson, it worked out pretty well. All I know is this. You have to hire people who are actually like talented, who will push you, who will help you. Because even if those people are slightly better than you at what they do, that's good. Colin doesn't do stuff like that. Just a little lesson for those of you who may want to run something someday.
LIV Golf and Tyler has a new broadcast partner. They're in with Fox now. Congratulations to them.
Okay.
LIV announced today that more than half of its 14 tournaments would air live on Fox or FS1, while select rounds will be broadcast on FS2, Fox Business Network, or the Fox Sports app. Every round will be streamed on the Fox Sports app and LIV Golf Plus, the circuit said. LIV is still footing the bill for all the production costs. Fox is not doing any of that. So it will be a LIV production. I assume money has changed hands, but in the form of LIV paying Fox,
right?
Not the other way around. But hey, they got a platform that they wanted, I guess. You know, everybody says, I can't wait to get on Fox Business, and now they've done it.
It's the ultimate experiment, right? Where people will say, of these lesser-known sports or lesser-known entities, spring football, you know, they're like, well, just give it enough time and exposure in a major platform, then you'll see the numbers.
Maybe. What the hell do I know?
Maybe. I don't know. But LIV has the money, I'm saying, to keep putting themselves on bigger and bigger platforms and get nothing in return and not be able to care about it because the fund that is coming from that is worth $600 billion.
Also, Greg Norman is out as the CEO.
I'm
sad to report.
Is he still? Let's just hope he's alive.
Around the Big Ten with Adam Rittenberg coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got some slower traffic on westbound 670 between 71 and 3rd Street. And you're looking at a 5-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The new $7 Lux Cravings Box from Taco Bell with 3 indulgent full-size classics, chips, nacho cheese sauce, and a drink for just $7 at participating stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price of participation varies. Drinks exclude freezes, tax extra. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
The Meijer 7 for $7 sale is back for a limited time. Pay $1 each when you mix or match any 7 or more on participating items, like bags of avocado minis, 1.25 liters of Coca-Cola products, plus deposit where applicable, Dannon or Chobani Greek yogurt, Kraft mac and cheese, and Meijer brand frozen vegetables. Save a good deal more with the Meijer 7 for $7 sale. That's the good life. Exclusions apply. See the Meijer app for details.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. I want to tell you about my new obsession, Daisy French Onion Dip. One of my guilty pleasures during football season is eating dip with chips and wings and even veggies while watching the big game. And now Daisy came out with Daisy French onion dip and Daisy ranch dip. These are a game changer. As good as homemade dip, and they've got real herbs and spices. Ingredients you'd find right in your own kitchen. Next time you're watching a big game, before you do, stop at the store and grab these new Daisy French onion or Daisy ranch dips.
It's back January 10th through 19th at the Ohio Expo Center. The Ohio RV and Boat Show, brought to you in part by Park National Bank. 3 enormous buildings with dealers that have brought the best selection of RVs, boats, motorcycles, ATVs, golf cars, and more. Wide open aisles, tons to see, fun for all. The Ohio RV and Boat Show at the Ohio Expo Center, January 10th through 19th. From towables to drivers, jet skis to pontoons, and more. It's all here. Join the fun. One-stop competitive shopping. Get tickets online at OhioRVandBoatShow.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone present Around the Big Ten with Adam Rittenberg.
Our guy Adam Rittenberg covers all things college football for the worldwide leader, ESPN. He joins us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Adam, hello, my friend. Here we go.
Yes, that's right. We're here. Ohio State made it, and we'll see if they can finish the job on Monday night.
We are here. We are confident / nervous because you can never be that confident. Anything can happen. We saw that in 2002 when the Buckeyes went up against the unbeatable Miami Hurricanes, and we know how that ended. But, you know, I know a lot of the Notre Dame people are coming out and picking their team because they should. They're Notre Dame people. But I think most logical people look at this game and say the Buckeyes are just much too talented to lose this game. And if they do lose, it's going to be because they beat themselves. Do you agree with that?
Right. Yeah, that's how I felt coming out of that Texas game. And I know I took some heat on Twitter from the Longhorn fans. I just was so not that impressed with Texas, even though they were in the game and obviously had a chance to tie it or take the lead there. Before the Jack Sawyer play, to me, it was just all Ohio State screwing up. Like if Ohio State, finishes drives and avoids some of those penalties and bad moments, they win that game going away. And I feel somewhat similarly about this one, although I have seen Notre Dame. They do have a special defense. Their defense, their ability to take the ball away, to kind of make teams, go away from their strengths. It's something that Ohio State has to be aware of, especially after, the way that Texas took away Jeremiah Smith for the most part. So, but I just look at all the injuries Notre Dame's had. They don't have a super explosive offense, even though they have that ability a little bit at the running back position with Jeremiah Love. But this isn't an elite passing outfit by any means, and Ohio State's been so consistently strong on the defensive side. So I'm with you. If Ohio State loses, it's going to be because of Ohio State, not necessarily Notre Dame.
How important do you think it was for Ohio State to establish, and this is the thing Ryan Day's been talking about for a while, he wants to show that his team is tough, going back to the Notre Dame game last year with Lou Holtz kind of calling out the team a little bit, Ryan Day calling him out after the game. They finished off that Texas game with a long drive and then a goal line stand. Do you think that identity now for Ohio State has been fully complete, where they've got the high-scoring options, but they've also got the physicality?
Well, they always had the physicality. It's just how much do you want to lean into it. And clearly they went too far in the Michigan game and not into their identity, which is opening up the passing game and attacking downfield and forcing your teams to stop their vertical throw game. And that has to happen. Even though Notre Dame is so good at taking the ball away, you have to. That's what Ohio State has been when it's been at its best under Ryan Day. Is a team that can attack with multiple receivers, that isn't afraid, that plays freely. I mean, we talked about this before. That the tightness that occasionally crops up with Ohio State, especially in those Michigan games, but it was there with Notre Dame last year. It felt like they were playing not to lose, and that's not going to get it done. In a game like this, I really think that Ohio State, for the most part, has shown that style that we saw from Ryan Day early in his career there as head coach, even as offensive coordinator, and that's who they need to be. Forget if anybody thinks you're tough or not. At the end of the day, you're going to be a national champion if you play that way.
Around the Big Ten with Adam Rittenberg here on The Fan. So, look, I think we look at Notre Dame, and we know they can run the football. We know they have some talent there, but I don't think anybody is scared of the deep threat. So I would assume the way that Jim Knowles would play this game is you're stacking the line of scrimmage. If you're going to get burned, you're going to get burned down the field. I mean, are we overthinking that, or is that too simple?
Well, I think Notre Dame, is feeling a little bit better about the receiver position after these playoffs with Jordan Faison, emerging, and then Jaden Greathouse, who hadn't really had a game like that all season, hitting Penn State on the long touchdown play and several other times. He was a real menace for a pretty good Penn State secondary. So it's not like you can just write off the passing game and just not expect Riley to attack downfield, but that's not his strength. It's, his deal is beating you around the edge for gains, and overall, being in 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4, 2nd and 1, avoiding 3rd and 7, 3rd and 12, those situations where Ohio State has been really good. But, and you guys have probably talked about this, but this defensive line, it's finally coming together. It's taken years. It's taken much longer than really any of us expected with the level of talent that Larry Johnson has. But you look at the way JTT is playing in the postseason, the way Jack Sawyer's performing, other guys. If we get that type of effort from Ohio State's defensive line, it's going to be very tough for Notre Dame to move the ball.
A lot of talk been made about Ryan Day's redemption through all of this with, losing to Michigan 4 times. Now he's got a chance to really turn that narrative around with this national championship. You could argue he already has. Marcus Freeman also at one point this season losing to Northern Illinois. I mean, obviously we didn't know how the season was going to go, but there were a lot of questions about him when that loss happened. I think that's just as miraculous of a redemption story a little bit there. How important is it for him just to even get to this game, let alone to win it?
Yeah, it's amazing. And, that's still part of his time at Notre Dame are these, kind of head-scratching home losses to inferior teams. But he's grown so much as a coach. I mean, remember how the Ohio State game ended last year, Notre Dame not having enough guys on the field. And now Marcus is being praised for how he's so far ahead on situational football in the middle 8 and these kind of advanced, head coaching metrics, how we sort of gauge whether you're a good in-game head coach or not. He's sort of off the charts on those. So he's definitely grown. And again, both of these guys, yes, it's great that your first head coaching job is Ohio State or Notre Dame, but that's hard. They didn't have that same kind of growth trajectory that Urban Meyer had, or Lou Holtz, the last Notre Dame coach to win a national championship, or most of the people that have gotten these jobs. They've been in places where they can kind of make mistakes, and it's not the end of the world. That's not the case when you're Notre Dame or Ohio State. So yeah, I've been really impressed with Marcus, and he has won a number of big games, even though he has had a few of those losses that are hard to kind of fathom. But this team has responded so well from that loss, and I think really one commentary I would make on the whole playoffs: you need to lose a game to win the college football playoff, given how long it is. I really think in hindsight, Oregon did not benefit from losing a game. It was too freaking easy to come into the Big Ten, win all your games, win the conference championship, and then, the first real adversity you face is in the Rose Bowl, and then the season's over. So I think in both of these cases, the teams and the coaches responded really well from a setback.
ESPN's Adam Rittenberg joining us from a story standpoint. Last time the Buckeyes won the national championship was the last time the playoffs expanded, and you had a third-string quarterback in Cardale Jones get the job done, and that the Buckeyes hoisted the trophy. If the Buckeyes do the job on Monday, knowing where this program was, where Ryan Day was, you got pepper spray on the field and losing to Michigan again and the planting the flag and all of that, staring into the abyss as his guys are yelling and screaming and getting pepper sprayed. What story is the bigger story? The Cardale Jones championship year or this one?
Well, I think the redemption of this year's team might be the bigger story, even though we'll always associate Cardale Jones with that run. And by the way, how wild would it be if the last 3 quarterbacks to lead Ohio State to a national championship would be Will Howard, Cardale Jones, and Craig Krenzel, as opposed to C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, Dwayne Haskins, Troy Smith, the real elite guys that have come through there. It's been, these other guys who I don't think anyone would say are the true elite quarterbacks that have ever worn the scarlet and gray, but they've been the right guys at the right times. And I think we'll always associate Cardale Jones with that run, but I think this year's turnaround, given how bad things were in that moment, it was one of the worst moments that you can think of for a program like Ohio State. And then, 6 weeks later, 7 weeks later, to be sitting there potentially hoisting a trophy in Atlanta, that's something that, certainly Buckeye fans will remember forever.
Adam, we appreciate it, my friend. We'll talk one more time next week. Win or lose, wrap everything up. Sound good?
Sounds great, guys. Enjoy the game.
Around the Big Ten with Adam Rittenberg on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Speaking
I was going to say, you can, as a non-elite quarterback.
Speaking of Craig Krenzel, he's going to be on with us tomorrow. Also, we have something else planned for tomorrow. It's extra stupid, but I contend scientific.
Scientific.
Yes.
I mean, I know what it is.
I will share that with you coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You should watch out for an accident that's on the right shoulder of westbound 33 after Hamilton Road. That's causing traffic to back up there. And we've got slower traffic on westbound 670 between 71 and 3rd Street. This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
Giant Eagle is making it easy to surround yourself with the sound of freshness. With new low prices on hundreds of your favorite produce items, so you save on all the crunch, all the flavor, all the just-picked goodness you love. Surround yourself with savings every time you shop with new low prices on apples, carrots, lettuce, celery, and more. Enjoy fresh savings on fresh produce at your neighborhood Giant Eagle.
At NJM Insurance, we like to think of ourselves as a symphony. We start with a foundation of doing the right thing. Then we layer in dedicated reps whose priority is you. Add in excellent discount programs. And last, but certainly not least, we put our policyholders first. And the reason we don't use jingles or mascots is because it's just not us. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM. Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
It's been a great run. Care Heating and Cooling has achieved goals I could only imagine 30 years ago. But now it's time for the next generation to take over. This is Mike Weens, now the retired founder of Care Heating and Cooling with my sons, Dennis and Ryan.
Dad, as Care grew over the years, you had many opportunities to sell Care to one of the big conglomerates that are buying companies all over Central Ohio. So tell our customers why you decided to keep Care in the family.
After talking about Care's values for over 30 years, I couldn't bear the thought of Care becoming the kind of company I was warning our customers about. I know the two of you will continue to treat our customers as I would, with honesty and integrity.
We will, Dad. In 2024, Care was awarded a BBB Torch Award for Ethics and was named the Lennox Partner of the Year. You don't earn those awards by leaving cat toys behind.
Call Care Heating and Cooling at 1-800-COOLING or schedule an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com. When you need a company you can trust.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and Senior Vice President of Men's Sexual Health at HIMSS. In my 12 years of practice as a reproductive urologist, I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS. It really wasn't easy before. You had to take time out of your day, come to a physical office, and see a specialist like me in person. Now, through HIMSS.com, you can get world-class sexual health care and a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. It starts with a free assessment from a medical provider licensed in your state who can determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. So don't wait. Join the hundreds of thousands of guys who've gotten help for their ED through HIMSS.
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.
Rise and shine, jabronis.
What a show this morning.
There's only one place where Buckeye legends lay the smackdown. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekday mornings starting at 6.
Give me a juice box,
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
People can't say enough amazing things about Vanscoy Hair Clinics. Men and women struggle with hair loss every day, and they completely change their lives. Vanscoy Hair Clinics is the only company in Ohio that has PRP, platelet-rich plasma, and a multi-unit hair grafting hair transplant procedure. Go to vanscoyhair.com for more info, or call 614-432-8042. Here's what some of their hair transplant clients have said.
Around 26, 27, I lost almost all of my hair on top. It changed my life in ways that I could not imagine.
My hair is going to continue growing for the rest of my life. There is hope that you can do something about your hair loss.
Multi-unit hair grafting gives you 3 times more hair per procedure, saving you time and money. Hair transplants are more affordable than ever, and PRP is a fast, easy, and effective 45-minute treatment for thinning or damaged hair. Call Vanscoy for a free consultation, 614-432-8042, or visit vanscoyhair.com. That's 614-432-8042. Find out what procedure will restore your hair.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Patriot Air Comfort Systems and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
Happy to be wrong, which is good because they're always wrong. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Thursday. So glad you've tuned in. 3 hours a day, every single day. Tell your friends. Tell them how stupid we are. Tomorrow, obviously it's Friday. It's Football Friday. So we'll have our regular stupidity, tool of the week, all of that. But during the 4 o'clock hour, the entire 4 o'clock hour, our guy, Cowboy, Circle K, Craig Krenzel, makes his grand return to this show. It's been a long time since he's been on.
Well, I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to talk to him. I can't wait to hear about how much he loves a basement. So we got a lot to get into with him. We only have an hour with him, but we're going to have to cover a lot of ground, is what I'm saying.
And I think I will get Cowboy Craig Krenzel to tell his infamous Mike Tomczak before the national championship game when they went out and beat Miami. Story.
That'd be important. I mean, it's been, 23 years? 22 years since that story, because they won it in 2003. 2002
technically,
season.
yes, 2003.
This is 2025, so we're
22 years.
Yeah, but that's a the guys that are on the field Monday night, they're going to go out and try to win this game, much in the same way the Buckeyes did 22 years ago.
You know what else I see all the time? I see, we simulated this game 10,000 times and we determined who's going to win, right?
Yeah.
See it all the time, and I don't believe any of that crap. Here's what I believe. I believe that a good old-fashioned challenge will determine the winner of this football game on Monday night.
Okay.
So we've decided to do the very scientific thing. Tyvis Powell, he's going to represent the Buckeyes. He's going to come in here. This is during the 5 o'clock hour tomorrow. Tyvis is going to come in representing Notre Dame, the number one Notre Dame fan that we have here at the radio station. I'm Bodie Wells. Bodie Wells will come in here to represent Notre Dame. We're going to play a little game called How Many Marshmallows Can You Shove in Your Mouth?
Mm-hmm. That's
not eat.
No, you can't. Well, if it was an eating contest, Tyvis would lose.
You can't eat it. You can't swallow. None of that. You got to shove them all in your mouth. The winner is going to be who wins the game.
Well, but don't we have them saying something during the time when they're shoving it? It's not about how many. You have to shove it into your mouth, and we have to understand what you're saying. Isn't that a whole part of this? Or
well,
no?
You can. I mean, we can have them say Chubby Bunny if you want.
I thought that was
Chubby Bunny.
So whatever it is, somehow they're going to win, and the Buckeyes are going to win. Here's what I know: Tyvis is going to win.
He better.
Yeah.
All our hopes are riding on him.
Yeah.
Plus, he's twice the size as Bodie.
That's right. If he loses, I mean, Bodie is going to have. Can you imagine? Like, Bodie has often produced the Buckeye show. Bodie will just have every time Tyvis is on, and be like, "How's it going? Number 2. How's it going? Second place."
I will say this: how long has Bodie worked here?
At least. I mean, it's got to be. It feels like it's been close to a decade now, but
no, it's not. Come on,
it's been a long time.
Not that long.
I don't know, 6-7 years.
No,
5-6 years. Boatman was in the old building, wasn't he? Am I wrong?
I don't know. Anyway, I've never seen Bodie consume anything, food or drink, in the entire time that he's been working here.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't know that. I don't think I have either.
I mean, do we know if he's even had a marshmallow before in his life?
No.
Because I asked him once if he liked beer. And it was perfectly acceptable to say no.
What you said? When did you have your first beer, or do you?
No, because we had our beer.
Have you had a beer? That's right.
We had, samples of our beer that we had made.
That's right.
And I was going to give some to Bodie. And I said, Bodie, do you like beer? And he said, I don't know if I've ever had one. No would be okay. I don't drink would be okay.
Sure, of course.
But I don't know if I've ever had one.
In hindsight, I think he was just being like being like a little colloquial, homey kind of, just I don't even know if I ever had one of them things. I tell you, as the crow flies, I don't even know. I do declare, I don't know if I've ever had one. Like, I think
Mark Twain.
That's what he was going for.
Okay,
Foghorn Leghorn.
What else was I going to say to you?
I don't know. Go Bucks. You get it done?
Yeah, there's that. I'm just saying Tyvus better win, or he's disassociated from this radio station forever.
I thought we were having him say Chubby Bunny, because if you can like stuff more in your mouth, but then you go like, you can't say it, then I have to be able to hear you say something.
Okay.
What if we have them sing their respective school's fight song with the mouth full of marshmallows?
That's a long fight song, though.
Well, they could both sing at the same time.
I don't want any vomiting. Who's going to clean up the mess if it happens?
Whose idea was this?
Mine.
Okay. Well, Ted, did you want to do this? Was this your idea to do this?
No.
Okay. Wasn't my idea. So I like whoever's. You know who else was really big on this idea? Fish. So you and Fish can clean up the vomit.
Fish and I have similar radio minds.
You like to put people into physical duress with.
First of all, I'm not putting. They volunteered to do this. Both of them.
Well, they were asked by their boss, will you do this? I don't know if that's the same as like running in here and be like, please let me do it. Like they were asked to do it and they said, sure. So very, very
if
nice
you
thank
think
you to
Tyvus is not the right guy for it, I mean, you can volunteer to do it.
I don't want to do
you
this.
Can shove the marshmallows
This is
in
not
your mouth.
scientific. And I don't.
It is scientific.
It's not scientific at all.
It is.
This is, you know what? If we get Fiona the hippo down in Cincinnati to pick, that'll be more scientific.
Do you know the Guinness World Record for marshmallows in a mouth?
No.
Now, again, marshmallows come in different sizes, so I don't know what the hell size we're talking about here, but according to the internets, it's 44.
This is why that's a lot. That's a
44. It's a lot. It's a Guinness record for a reason.
It's a staggering amount, is what I'm saying. Also, this is why you and Timmy are friends, like such good friends. I'm friends with Timmy, but you and him have a special connection because you just said something about, I don't know what size of marshmallow, right? When you said marshmallows to me, I thought you're going to get the marshmallow-sized marshmallows, not the little teeny ones you put in hot chocolate and not the giant ones you roast on the s'mores.
That is what I'm going to do.
Regular marshmallows. But of course, Timmy today was like, what are you guys doing with the Tyvus tomorrow? And I said, we do a contest where they have to shove a bunch of marshmallows in their mouth. And instead of going like, oh, what an interesting idea, or oh, I like that, or oh, that's weird. Instead, what he said was, well, what size? And I'm like,
Timmy and I are both detail-oriented people.
It's just, I'm just telling you, I would think most people would say marshmallow size, the regular marshmallow, not the extra large, not the teeny tiny, just right there down the middle.
Yep.
Right. Got a joke there?
Yep, I did, but
I know what you meant. Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Not going to get the Magnum marshmallows? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Hey, LeBron says he had to evacuate his Brentwood home, and he and his family have been living in a hotel for the past few weeks, and it's been weighing on him. So, I mean, he did buy the hotel, but still.
Right. I'm guessing it's not like a Holiday Inn.
No, but you know what, though? Seriously. A lot of people are saying, well, who cares? These people have lots of money.
No, I get it.
Their lives, their stuff, their memories, their home. That's a tragic thing. I understand that. I get it.
Well, I get too, if your home, if it is burned down, something like that, there's just that security of, I think I know that I've got a place to go at the end of the day, no matter what else happens, right? You have a bad day at work, you have something goes wrong, maybe driving home, you get stuck in traffic. Eventually you're going to be home in your comfort zone. And now the comfort zone is just evaporated. That's bad. I don't know how that psychologically weighs on you. I do understand that, yes, some people who have lots and lots of money like LeBron, he's got other houses. Eventually he can rebuild and it'll be better for him than a lot of these other people, right? That is understandable. But I thought of, too, all these Hollywood celebrities and all these, famous people who've lived in this area for a very long time. There's a lot of probably like pop culture movie history that's gone up in flames, right? Not that that's the most important thing, but there's probably a lot of these people who had a lot of their own artifacts and personal effects that they thought someday they might donate to a place that curates that stuff. Well, now that stuff's all gone. So that is sad.
Someone is glad that Betty White is dead.
You?
No.
Okay, good.
I mean, I think she had what was coming to her, but
I don't know how that's any different.
Someone is glad Betty White is dead. I'm going to tell you who coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a couple minutes slowdown if you need to travel on westbound 70 downtown between US 23 and the 71 West Split. And we also have slower traffic on northbound 71 on the south side between Greenlawn Avenue and 315. This report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report. Learn more at discover.com/credit card. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit primesportsbook.com and use promo code JUSTSPORTS for a welcome bonus of up to $100.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Save now on delicious raspberries or blackberries. 6-ounce packages are only $1.88 each with your card and digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
You're listening to the Mount Carmel Football Injury Report, featuring the latest player injury updates from a fellowship-trained Mount Carmel sports medicine specialist physician, so you know who's in and who's out for this week's games.
Our doctor this week, filling in for Dr. Galoni, it's Dr. Jonathan Newsom. Doc, we appreciate the time.
Thanks so much for the opportunity.
So Eagles linebacker Nakobe Dean, he is out for whatever remains of their season. Torn patellar tendon. The recovery time on that, given that it's so late in the season, could that possibly affect him into next year?
It could. The patellar tendon is the tendon that runs in the front of your knee, and it's responsible for letting your knee extend or straighten. And with that being torn, he's going to need surgery to get that repaired. Especially with someone, a big, strong guy that's a linebacker, he's going to need to be able to get a lot of strength and explosiveness out of that knee. And it's looking like the recovery could be anywhere from 6 months to a year to get him back into playing shape. So it could potentially go into next year, but hopefully the stars align. He's able to get healthy quicker.
And Ravens wide receiver Zay Flowers, he's got a much less serious knee injury, a sprained knee. It didn't allow him to practice last week. 74 catches, over 1,000 yards. They want him back for the playoffs. He is currently day-to-day. What is it that keeps someone from playing on a sprained knee? Obviously, I know there's a bit of pain there and a lack of maybe the ability to push off or whatever, but is there a risk of doing further damage if you continue to play on a sprained knee?
There's always potentially a risk for more injury. The biggest thing for a player like Zay is that he needs to be able to be explosive. And when you're a receiver, you need to be able to trust your knee that it's going to stay under you and that you're going to be able to cut and beat people. So one of the biggest things for him is going to be able to be at full speed and do the job the way he needs to and be able to protect himself when he's getting off the line and around defenders. So the biggest thing for him is going to be able to trust his knee and be able to do the explosive plays that we're used to seeing out of him.
Great stuff, Doc. We appreciate the info this week.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me.
That was the Mount Carmel Football Injury Report with T-Bone. Mount Carmel, because of you.
Get Eco.
ECO. Hey, Aaron, I invented 5 new ways to say, we come through for you when you need us to.
Do we need more ways to say it?
Get Eco.
ECO. When your toilet won't flush, we come in a rush.
Get Eco.
ECO. Want a ceiling fan install? We come when you call.
Get Eco.
ECO. When the temperature is unpleasant, we fly like a pheasant.
You were kind of reaching for that one.
But I didn't reach as far as Puerto Rico.
Get Eco.
ECO.
We're standing by and ready to fly.
Oh, that's a good one.
Get Eco.
ECO. When you're in a sweat, we come in a jet.
Reaching again.
Get Eco.
ECO.
When your drain has a clog?
We'll sled with a dog.
No.
We'll surf on a log.
No.
We'll run, not jog.
Get Eco.
ECO. We do it right at the speed of light.
Eco plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians. We come through for you when you need us to.
GetEco.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
I'm Timmy Hall. We're all getting ready for Monday night's national championship between the Buckeyes and the Fighting Irish. Head coach Ryan Day, he joined the championship preview show last night with our network guys, giving some of his final thoughts on how to finish up this dream run.
We have to be the best version of ourselves and finish the mission. That's what we're focused on right now. Playing our best game individually, playing our best game as a team, and then finish what we started. I shared with the team that it's not necessarily how you start in life, it's how you finish, and we have to finish this.
In baseball, legendary broadcaster Bob Uecker has passed away at the age of 90, 54 seasons calling the Brew Crew, and was a gem as the Indians announcer in Major League, of course. I don't know how they're hanging off of pitches this close. Women's basketball, the 16-0 9th-ranked Buckeyes at Wisconsin tonight at 9. This one is sponsored by Valley Ford of Columbus, your F-150 headquarters and the official dealership of Carnell Tate. Breaking sports news on The Fan.
Your undisputed leader in talking about nothing. This is Man and Bone.
This dumb show is brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. So Betty White's dead.
That's
She
correct.
died back in 2021 at the age of 99. And here's why I say that she jinxed herself. She had what was coming to her.
Okay.
Because she did all these interviews about what it was like to be 100 before she actually was 100. And then guess what? Didn't make it. Didn't make it.
I don't know if you know how interviews work, but they have to do them. Like, if they want an issue to come out on the day of her 100th birthday, they got to do the interview.
Well, then I'd say, you know what? I don't care. I'm not doing it. I'm not jinxing myself. Talk to me on the day I turn 100.
All right. That's fine.
So anyway, she's dead.
I'm not going to go urinate on her grave just because she gave an interview and she was 99 and a half. But okay.
You know what? If someone does go piss on Betty White's grave, they will find Sally Struthers there. She was on a podcast. Sally Struthers, actress. She's 77 now. She was on All in the Family. She's done other things that I don't remember. Whatever. She was on a podcast. She said about Betty White, I know everybody loves her. They loved her so much. They signed petitions to get her to host Saturday Night Live. I know all that. But I didn't have such a great experience with her.
Okay.
She said that Betty White was a very passive-aggressive woman. At one point, they were meant to star together in a TV game show pilot, and she went to Betty White's house to work on the show with her, right?
Sure.
So she tells a story. White asked her housekeeper for something to eat. She said the plate was set in the middle, and it was cookies, I think. So I reached for a cookie, and she said in front of everyone, "Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you, dear. You don't need a cookie."
Wow. Okay.
She said, totally fat shame me in front of everybody there. And I thought, gosh, that was not nice.
No, it's not.
She also said that
I agree.
She did enjoy the company of B. Arthur, even though B. Arthur and Betty White famously did not get along.
Yeah, that's
So I guess
true.
there's two camps there. There's the B. Arthur camp and the Betty White camp.
Well, see, that's here. I didn't know that. I guess I didn't know that they didn't get along. With how I wasn't aware that there was that feud between the two of them.
Yes,
Do we know what was at the base of that?
I just think they were totally different people.
Yeah, that could be.
Betty White told Joy Behar on a episode of the Joy Behar Show, B was not that fond of me, talking about B. Arthur. I don't know what I ever did. I don't know. But she was not that thrilled with me. Well, maybe she went to get a cookie and you yelled at her. Maybe that's it.
Although I will say,
maybe you said, B, your penis is popping out of that dress.
I will say, in fairness to Betty White, whether she deserves it or not, I feel like if Don Rickles did this, people would be like, that's just the way he is. Ha ha. But like Betty White's not allowed to do that to other people.
Well, first of all, I don't think Don Rickles did that when he wasn't on stage. You think he was just doing material when people were over at his house for a meeting?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I don't think you ever turn it off to a degree. I mean, if he says that on stage, he's thinking it off stage. That's what
a Rickles house party was a hoot.
We're all thinking it. We're all thinking things.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, get out of here, goody two shoes. I'm full of crap.
Not everybody is down there all the time just judging. Sometimes I'm worried about me. I'm not even looking at you. I'm like, look at how.
Yeah, you're too selfish to judge. I got it.
That's right. Yes, I am. fully too selfish to judge.
I got it.
No,
Anyway.
Sally Struthers, though, I mean, she went through it, right? That's the downside of Hollywood. They really, seems like they crapped on her. Didn't she have, she didn't get a lot of roles after that. Was she in not All in the Family?
She was in All the Family.
That was it. Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's
right,
what it was. And then she was in, I don't know.
See?
Gilmore Girls after that.
Oh, was she? Okay.
Like 30 years later.
Well, I guess that was a good thing then.
How you doing over there, Timmy?
I'm good, guys. How you doing today?
Great.
A lot of stuff happening here at the old 10 TV fan studios today.
It was one of those days where you drove in and the parking lot was so full, you almost wanted to turn around and go back home.
Big revolving door of former Buckeyes coming in here, taping stuff for TV. And the TV people are normally very jovial. Like Dom will stop me 18 million. Hey, Mikey, try this cookie I got. I went to Aldi's, got a cookie. Dom has not said a damn word to me today.
No, he's been very, just in the keyboard, in the computer screen.
King is
turn around.
Stressed out. Nicole is stressed out. Like the TV people they got a lot of work to do.
They seem like they're run ragged.
Yeah.
I feel like we're doing a lot of stuff too, though. We're running around. We're getting ready for the national championship game.
We're used to working. They're not.
We're on 14 hours a day nonstop.
Right.
The shows go
the prompter
on
for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
could that be it? Is that the theory there?
I'll tell you, man.
Too many extra things going on?
I heard like a producer and Nicole going over like one piece.
Yeah, they call that a TV package. I think Nicole's producing a TV package, something about the Michigan game.
If you've not seen like a TV package, we've all seen them, but if you don't know what we're talking about, like it's like 2 to 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, depending on how long it is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got like, video and narration and you're on camera
tossing
for
it
some
to
of it.
sound bites.
You're
and
off
such.
camera. There's like a whole coordinated effort for that. And I respect that. It's very difficult.
I can't imagine they're quick to put together, And they might only be, like you said, 3 minutes long, but it might take you 3 hours to produce one of these.
That's what I'm saying. It's like seeing how the sausage is made is just exhausting.
Well, back in the day, the heyday of like local television news, they had people to do all that.
Sure, not now.
Like Dom would just look at hey, work on my package.
Right.
But now, Dom's got to edit his own package. He doesn't have somebody to pass the work off to.
He had a lot of people looking at his package back then.
Where's my package? Look at it.
Right. Well, that was, it's interesting to talk to Dom, too, because back in the day when we were owned by the Dispatch, I'm talking the, 80s, 90s, whatever, they had a jet that was just for the employees of the newspaper and the TV and radio station. That was a huge plane that they flew. So if the Buckeyes went to the Rose Bowl, they flew everyone out on that thing.
Yeah.
And they left when they wanted to. They arrived when they wanted to.
Yeah.
You could stay out there as long as you needed to do all that. And they flew out like 20 people from the TV station.
Yeah. What'd they get? Like 20, 30 people on this private jet? The Wolf jet, right?
Yeah. I don't even know how big it was, but
Tim
I'm just
May
saying.
would fly on that thing the whole time. Yeah. Where are the peanuts?
Tim May always looking for the peanuts. You're right. He was just up there like, where's my peanuts? Get him over here. Let's go.
Buy me some peanuts.
Timmy was in here today. Tim May.
Oh, he was.
Taping some stuff for TV.
He was here.
Yeah.
DeVere was here. A lot of people.
How did we know Tim May was here when we pulled into our parking lot? If you're wondering, the answer is because there's a spot that is cordoned off with tape where you are not supposed to park.
Oh.
And without fail, every time Tim May shows up here, he parks exactly where the tape is.
And
on some
not
level,
today, though.
On some level, I respect it.
There was an update to that. Somebody else parked under the yellow tape.
Who else parked there?
One Nicole Sheeran. Took her massive white Jeep Wrangler and parked that sucker right under the yellow tape.
Wow.
She's not even a year on, and she's gone there now.
You know what, though? I don't blame her. She's actually working here full time. Tim May comes in on spot duty.
In fairness to Nicole,
you don't take the best parking spot.
She also probably had like a camera or something that she was lugging around in that car.
That's true.
That she didn't want to lug through the entire parking lot.
That's true.
Yeah,
the real
those cameras are big and heavy.
The real one was King, Adam King.
Oh, he parks in front of the door.
He went to one of the bowl games here recently, was gone for no shorter than like 4 or 5 days.
Yes.
And he parked in the best spot here at the station.
Yep.
And just
Right by
left
the
his
door.
car there.
Right by the door.
Primo spot number one.
Well, he was half in and half out of it,
It was half
too.
in, half out, and was parked horribly to boot.
Terrible parking.
It was like Adam had thought the plane was taking off from here, and he just it's in 2 minutes, and he just parked here and ran in.
He was looking for the Wolf plane.
I don't understand how you parked that badly for 5 days. I don't get it.
Adam doesn't know what it was like. He wasn't here when the Wolves owned it.
No, you're right.
No, he doesn't have private plane money.
I mean, you were here longer. We were both here when the Wolves owned it.
I was given an opportunity to fly on the jet.
Oh, you were?
Yes, but it came with a catch.
What was the catch?
It was Platinum Fox and a bunch of sponsors who I knew would just get hammered on this plane, piss their pants, and I'd have to babysit them.
Oh, you don't have to baby. Just let them piss their pants.
No, because they're gonna want to talk to me about stuff while they're drunk, pissing their pants.
Put your headphones on and say, "Sorry, talent, I'm too busy. I got stuff to do." Right. Yeah, big time. Let's go. You want to fly private?
No, I didn't want to fly that badly. I said, "No, I'll pass. Enjoy."
Yeah,
and they did. They changed the carpet in the private jet because they all peed themselves. That's exactly what happened.
Anytime you want to know what it's like to fly private, just ask me.
No, I got it.
I got you covered.
You were on Air Jesus.
Hey, you know what? Jesus went. It was, a Gulf Stream. It was nice.
A Buckeye has been dismissed from the team ahead of the title game. Details coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're going to hit some slowdown due to an accident that's on the right shoulder of northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 5th Avenue. We've got some slower traffic on eastbound 33 between 270 Southeast and Ebright Road. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Come cheer on the Ohio State Buckeyes men's basketball team as they take on the Indiana Hoosiers this Friday at the Shop. Fans are encouraged to wear white, and you don't want to miss trading card night with Greg Oden. Buy your tickets now at ohiostatebuckeyes.com.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter from my friends at Affinity Whole Health. Make 2025 your year and finally feel like yourself again. Don't just set goals, allow Affinity to help you support them. The people at Affinity Whole Health, they're experts in GLP-1s for weight loss therapy, testosterone replacement therapy, and bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. So you can rock 2025 with a sustainable weight loss plan and more energy, increased muscle, and better sleep. It's all great. Get started at feelgreatcolumbus.com and turn your resolution into reality. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Bring the thrill of the stadium to your wallet with the Love My Crew checking account from Pathways, the only checking account that rewards you for being a Crew fan. Pathways Financial Credit Union, your true financial partner. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here, and the action is heating up this playoff season at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Lock in your touchdown picks. Check out trending parlays. Increase your winnings with profit boosts. New customers can get up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. And unlock 30 days of ESPN Plus. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app. Sign up with the promo code radio to get started today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
For 100 years, our passion at Atlas Butler has been helping people. From those who have relied on us for years to those who call us for the first time. For our team, their families, and our community, Atlas Butler is here to keep Central Ohio safe and comfortable with trusted, convenient service. Call today, get it fixed today. That's our pledge to you.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Sarah, Happy New Year. You look amazing. How are things with you and Mark?
Lisa, I can't thank you enough for telling me about Columbus Men's Clinic. We've totally rediscovered each other. He's working out, and we're doing more as a family than laying around watching TV.
I told you, they're incredible. My husband and I had the same experience. It's like having that spark all over again, isn't it?
Exactly. It's more than the physical. It's the connection, the energy. It's the best gift we could have given ourselves.
This new year, make the resolution that changes it all.
Columbus Men's Clinic brings you proven options for ED, low testosterone, and enhancement. Reignite your drive, rebuild your confidence, and show up in the moments that matter most.
Here's to more love and more joy in the year ahead.
Cheers to that.
Book your appointment today at columbusmensclinic.com or dial 614-300-7400. That's columbusmensclinic.com or dial 614-300-7400. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Here at The Fan, we give you 14 hours of live and local programming every day. We care about you. We live and work in your community, except Bo Bishop. He won't tell us where the hell he is. Your live and local station, except Bo. The Fan.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Scott Damaro.
When Ohio students receive an honest education, they become better critical thinkers and stronger future leaders. We must stand up for our students' opportunities to have age-appropriate conversations on the tough topics without certain politicians unnecessarily interfering. Our students deserve the freedom to learn.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association.
Feeling the aches and pains of everyday life slowing you down? Introducing Blue Emu, America's #1 emu oil formula for pain relief. In a recent clinical trial, 91% of users saw improvement after using Blue Emu. Whether you're working hard, playing harder, or just staying active, Blue Emu penetrates deep to relieve joint and muscle pain fast. And best of all, you won't stink. Join the 91% who felt the difference. Find Blue Emu at your local retailer or online. Blue Emu works fast and you won't stink.
Imagine all the things you dream of under one roof. You're thinking of eBay. Fashion, collectibles, car parts, it's all there. Go find the thing that keeps you up at night. eBay, things people love.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A little breezy out there with a couple of flurries, but temperatures right around 30 on this Thursday. Overnight, we'll fall back down to the low to mid-20s with a light breeze and mostly cloudy skies, giving way to some sunshine by Friday afternoon. Enjoy it. Temperatures back in the mid-30s before rain arrives on Saturday. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
Come for the obesity, stay for the anger. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Degenerate T-Bone coming up at 4:46. Bone will help you lose money. We're going to do Fatboy Food Tap at some point, but I'm upset about it because we have some wonderful international options. From McDonald's in Japan. I don't know why we can't get some of this stuff here, but we're going to fill you in on that. I saw this today. I have no idea who this guy is. Maybe you do. Ohio State walk-on defensive end Caden Davis is no longer on the team, according to a school spokesperson. The Lantern reported yesterday Davis had been dismissed for reasons that were unspecified. He has not appeared in a game with the Buckeyes since he joined him as a preferred walk-on in 2022, but had amassed a large following across a variety of platforms on social media. He often shared behind-the-scenes reels of team activities and travel to nearly 400,000 combined followers on Instagram and the Talk. He is a native of Mason, did not immediately respond to requests seeking comment. In a post on Instagram on Wednesday, Davis cited personal reasons for his departure.
Okay. You're a walk-on defensive lineman. You're basically paying your way to be on the team. You're using this platform that you got to promote your social media accounts, which let you live. That's fine. You're there. If they didn't care and they allowed you to do that, by all means. But the part of this that it does sound a little bit shady for this dude was, did you see that, I guess around the Cotton Bowl, he had posted video of himself because, of course, they went to the Cotton Bowl last year.
It made it look like he was traveling for the Cotton Bowl, but he apparently didn't.
They were all videos that, I guess if you looked at them closely, you could tell, sure, they're from the Cotton Bowl stuff, but it was from last year.
Yeah.
And so...
and I guess one of the current players, I forget which one, too, because they deleted the comment, replied and said, you don't play on this team.
Offensive lineman George Fitzpatrick, who I feel like has also now entered the transfer portal since he tweeted this or posted this. But yeah, he said, you don't play here. As one of the comments on that video. So
also, I don't either.
Yeah, also, I'm leaving. I don't know. But whatever, man. I understand that that's part of the game, the social media game. You can make a ton of money doing that. And I'm sure there are a lot of Buckeye fans that followed this guy. But I don't know. I'm kind of glad. It sounds like with the new rules, the preferred walk-on thing is going away, and I'm kind of glad of that. I've never liked it.
Why?
Because most of what that is not someone who's like earned their way onto the team per se. 9 times out of 10, sometimes, like Saban and other guys, they've gray-shirted players, right? With stuff like that. That's one thing. But a lot of times these guys, and I don't know, maybe this guy is not one of them. A lot of times these guys, it feels like it's a favor done to someone with connections. I mean, Herbie's kids are all preferred walk-ons, right? Like that's their status. Dad can pay for them to go there. They get accepted because of the ties to the school. And then they get, a little love from the football program because they are good football players. They're decent enough that they played in high school. They've got some talent there, but they probably wouldn't be there if it wasn't for the fact that there's a program to allow someone to just come in and be basically a glorified fan on the sidelines. So, yeah, the new rules are going to make it so that probably fewer of those guys will do that, and I think that's good.
Fatboy Food
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fatboy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip. This is dumb. I quit.
We often tell you about international delicacies at fast food places that we don't have access to here in the States. And they sound very creative and much better than what we have. And they have more menu turnover and more special items while we continue, for the most part, to get the same crap over and over again. We're their biggest customers. We're their biggest market. But they take us for granted. You and I were looking earlier today at some delicacies at McDonald's Japan.
Yes.
And we were getting very intrigued.
Our guy, Urban Meyer, tweeted us to these, so shout out to him for that. These are new menu items in Japan on the McDonald's menu. The first one is a Mexican cheese chicken sandwich.
Because when I think of Japan, I think of Mexico.
Well, here's what it is. I'm looking at the picture of it. It looks like a McChicken patty.
All right.
But I don't know if it is. It looks like that. The description on the website is a spicy Mexican-flavored dish made with the chicken patty, taco meat filling.
Like ground beef?
Ground beef with...
They put on top of the chicken
taco
patty?
Spices on it. Yeah.
All right.
Tell me that they have that. I didn't know we had that at McDonald's.
We don't have that.
No,
they have it in Japan.
I didn't know you had taco meat sitting around. Cheddar cheese and pickles. That's what's on this thing. I'll take the pickles off, but otherwise that sounds good. Also, they have a hash brown and thick beef sandwich. Which
thick beef.
Maybe, yes. So here's what we've got.
It translates differently probably in Japanese. It's more appetizing.
Sure. So I have long advocated that hash browns need to be put on burgers.
I agree.
And I think what you could do is dip them in various sauces, like a barbecue sauce, for example. Put that on your cheeseburger, and now you have potato, barbecue sauce, cheese, and meat.
You got to do that to order, though, because you can't have the hash browns pre-dipped.
No.
Because then they get soggy.
No, you dip it right away, and then, or you can even just like drizzle a little sauce on it, and it'll get on there, and that'll be fine. But the chunky potato thick beef sandwich, a hearty dish made with thick 100% beef patty,
thick beef,
layered with garlic mayonnaise sauce, steak sauce, and a chunky potato patty, aka a hash brown. I'm looking at the picture; it's a hash brown. But that's not all. They have new chicken nuggets that they rolled out. These are spicy chicken McNuggets with black pepper garlic. Spicy chicken nuggets, black pepper garlic, delicious taste of coarsely ground black pepper and garlic is back this year. Apparently, this is like their McRib. It says they have a rich garlic sauce that you can dip it in, which features the flavors of roasted garlic and burnt soy sauce, which whets the appetite.
That gets me wet, I'll tell you that.
And finally, with that, you can also
get... Teddy?
You can get 3 kinds of cheese sauce with these nuggets.
Cheese sauce? We don't have any cheese sauce at McDonald's.
They have 3 in Japan. This is McDonald's Japan. They say these go all perfectly with the chicken McNuggets. You can get a Parmesan cheese sauce, a cheddar cheese sauce, or a camembert cheese sauce. Camembert cheese. What are we?
I'll say this.
I didn't even know we were doing that.
I don't want that. But here's what I'll say.
Okay.
How great would it be? Because the tagline was always, "You want fries with that?"
You're right.
Right? How about now? Because everyone wants fries with that.
Yeah.
Who's saying no?
Fries are great.
We all want fries. Now the line should be, "You want goo with that?
Oh.
You want cheese goo with your fries? McDonald's fries?" Yes,
God.
I do. Which kind of cheese goo?
Exactly. I don't understand we keep saying this. I'll keep bringing it up. McDonald's, your headquarters is in Chicago. You need to have these items rolled out in the U.S. first, just not because of America or what. It's, we're here.
It is because of America.
No, but I'm not saying like America's better or worse than anywhere else. There's people all over the place. I think we should all have opportunities to have things. What I'm saying is McDonald's is an American company based in the Midwest, at least to your Midwest audience who would eat. Is there anything I just said that the Midwest wouldn't say, oh, hell yeah, give me some of that?
I don't think we have enough garlic aioli things.
Right.
We should have. I love dipping my fries in garlic aioli. Love it.
Also, McDonald's, if you want to attract you want to expand who you attract, right? You already get all of us who have grown up loving McDonald's, who have come to love McDonald's over the years. But if you want to get people who turn their nose up at fast food, you know what those people often like? They like to know there's an international experience.
No, they won't like that.
Oh, no. But what I'm saying is when they hear about people in the office saying, oh, yeah, I got this thing that they only serve in Japan over at my McDonald's in Hilliard, like then those people are like,
cultural appropriation.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yes.
Is it cultural appropriation? Spicy chicken nuggets with cheese sauce? You idiot. Like, not you. I'm saying that's what my response would be to anyone who screams at you. It's like, they made this in Chicago. Ray Kroc's Kitchen came up with this. Shut up.
You know what Ray Kroc wanted to do?
What did he want to do?
He was anti-filet of fish.
Oh, that's right.
All right, so what he wanted, they wanted something for Lent time that they could sell because a lot of people didn't eat beef. Right. And so he said, we need something we can sell. We're losing customers. And his idea was a grilled pineapple sandwich.
Okay.
The hula burger.
Yes.
Pineapple, American cheese on the grilled pineapple.
All right.
And
maybe.
that was the sandwich. Like, he was obsessed with this idea. And a lot of his franchises, like, because you can't just tell the boss who owns the company, that's the dumbest idea I ever heard of, you stupid old man. Go back to running the San Diego Padres. Right. You can't say that. Yeah, it's a good idea, but what if, one of our franchisees is doing a fish sandwich and they don't put a whole thing of cheese. They put half a piece. Half is very important. Half a piece of cheese.
Can't do
tartar
a whole piece.
Sauce.
Yeah.
I don't know. That hula burger. That's going to be the next big thing.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like pineapple in a lot of applications. I've never thought pineapple by itself with cheese on bread sold.
Maybe it's the best thing in the world.
Maybe.
Maybe Ray Kroc was all over it, man.
If you brought that back McDonald's, I would give it a try. I think you do need some kind of teriyaki or soy or you need some kind of.
That wasn't invented then.
Oh,
come on, man. The 60s? Yeah. You say teriyaki to somebody?
People weren't going to restaurants where they serve that stuff?
No,
come on.
Not in the 60s.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
That wasn't invented till the 80s.
Good old Ding Ho here in Columbus. They've been around for a while. They're rocking it with the Warsu guy. Yeah, they've been around for a long time.
Everything you said
in the 80s
made sense, and I understood it, but I love it.
Ding Ho, Warsu
Ding
guy.
Ho with the Warsu guy.
You got to go. West Side Institution.
I understand.
What are we talking about?
All right. We have an update to yesterday's story about the fascist Falconer who had penis enhancement surgery.
Oh, God.
Do you think this is a fake story? It's not.
It's a huge club in Italy where they love soccer. This is one of their biggest clubs, and they have a massive scandal.
There is an update to this story. We're going to share it with you in 2 minutes. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're going to find traffic is moving slow if you're on southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt between Livingston Avenue and I-70. And you're going to hit a 5-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by AAA Car Care Plus. Come into your local AAA Car Care Plus and save $80 on select sets of 4 Nokian tires. Only at AAA Car Care Plus locations. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer ends January 18th. See store for details. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
When was the last time you had your plumbing inspected? Small issues such as tiny leaks or old water heaters can quickly turn into big problems if they're not caught early. Take action with Logan Services and schedule a free winter plumbing safety inspection to help keep your home running smoothly. Schedule your free inspection now and experience the fast, friendly service you've come to expect from Logan Services.
The New Year's celebration has come and gone, but my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin are still offering those great deals. Rich is sticking with rates starting as low as 0% and leases starting from only $249 a month. Test drive the Prologue, the new all-electric SUV from Honda. And how about the very popular CR-V LX all-wheel drive? A 25 lease is only $349 a month for 36 months with $19.99 down. See the dealer for all these amazing details. Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270.
Hey, Ohio, Prime Sports has arrived. The only book where you can lay 108 instead of 110 on all your favorite teams. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey, you name it. Why would you risk more to win the same amount at another sports book? Download the Prime Sports Ohio app or visit our website, primesportsbook.com. Use promo code JUSTSPORTS. Get a welcome bonus up to $100. And be a member of the Prime Sports family.
Terms and conditions apply. Visit website for details. Must be 21 or older and present in Ohio. If you or anyone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Highly medicated, barely educated. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
All right, so yesterday we brought you this story about a big soccer club in Italy called Lazio. Okay? Yeah. They have an eagle as their mascot. You can't just get somebody to handle an eagle. This is a big job. You need a falconer to do this.
Mm-hmm. Not the falconer, just a falconer.
A falconer.
Yeah.
To do this. And so the falconer for Lazio, Juan Bernabe, has been fired by the team. And he was fired because he went on the Italian version of Alex Jones. Radio show, which, by the way, I know that people don't like it when political figures do commercials on our station, but we legally have to play this right now.
Alex Jones here for Lizard Cream. Lizard Cream is the easiest way to tell if your loved ones have turned into a shape-shifting lizard person. If nothing happens when you put the cream on their skin, you'll know they're a shapeshifter. Also, don't put lizard cream on your own skin because it burns really bad. Yeah. Unless you're a shapeshifter, then it won't burn. That's how you know. Available in 1-gallon tubs for $269. No tax ever because I'm not giving the government a penny of my money. Go to AustraliaIsn'tReal.com and use promo code Kyrie Irving to get 1,776% off your order. I'm Alex Jones, and I also don't believe in hurricanes.
He's not giving the government any of his money. He's giving the Sandy Hook family all of his money.
It's all going that way.
Anyway,
right.
So this guy, Juan, the falconer, went on this radio show where he praised Mussolini, which
not a great idea.
Not a thing that you do. He actually did this in the past. In 2021, he got off with just a suspension from the team. But
the team was like, listen, we don't support Mussolini at all, and this is terrible, but how else are we going to get our eagle to fly? We don't have anybody else.
Well, that's right. You can't get a new falconer.
He's attached to the eagle.
The eagle doesn't do it for any other person, just this guy.
Eagle goes with him, I think.
But I guess the real offensive thing, in addition to praising a fascist dictator,
that's bad,
was he had penile enhancement surgery.
Well,
and he posted photos of his new member.
That's the part that's bad. It's not getting the surgery. Let him live. Do what you got to do downstairs to make yourself feel right. But you posted pictures of it on your socials. That's no good.
Apparently, he lived at the team facility. Okay.
How do you... Okay. I mean,
it's like Rudy. Charles S. Dutton lives in the basement or something. I don't know.
They have, like, at most of these bigger soccer clubs in Europe, they have facilities for, because they have academy players and they have players who just have been brought in who haven't had, their family's not here. The guy hasn't got an apartment yet or something. So they have like residences for people to stay in temporarily, or if you're staying there as a youth player. But
all right, well, he's lived here for the past 15 years. That's what the story says.
You know what? I'm going to say this guy sounds like a loser.
He loves Mussolini. He feels like a nice engorged penis is
worth surgery.
Is worth surgery, right?
He's living for free at a soccer club.
He probably sleeps with the eagle.
Oh, 100%.
They have some sort of sexual relationship.
Well, I just meant they sleep in the same room. I don't know if they touch each other. Who knows? I mean, those talons
Just the way
really
you said that.
Those talons could really.
Oh, he's gentle. The eagle's a gentle lover.
No, I don't know that the eagle is. I don't. Have you ever seen an eagle mating?
So now he got fired from his job, but he refuses to leave. He's barricaded himself in the team facility, saying he will not leave until he talks to the team's principal owner, who he believes will pardon him. Also, you can't kick him out because he's recovering from surgery. What surgery, you ask? Penile enhancement surgery. That he apparently was recovered enough.
Yeah.
To go on a radio show and take pictures of his member and put it on social media.
This guy, this is not my kind of guy.
This guy is actually my type of guy now.
My kind of guy. No, he's not. It's bad all around. This guy's doing Mussolini salutes, getting his junk enhanced.
This is not my kind of guy.
No. All bad here. That's a bad guy. Now, I would like to say that it seems like Lazio will be in need of a Falconer.
Right.
I don't know how much time we have, but...
Well, they got to kick this guy out first.
No, but they... Well,
this could be like Waco. He maybe sets the place on fire. There's no stadium left.
He's the David Koresh of Birdmen, I guess. I don't know. All the Eagles in the region just flock there and, live with him, and they say, we have to
I'm
form a
starting
commune.
war on you.
Yeah. What I would like to do is say that I know I'm a little behind the eight ball here, but I am willing to take the next month and do intensive falconry training. Because, listen, everything about this outside of the penis enhancements and the fascist salutes sounds right up my alley. I would totally love to work with a bird. I would love to go to soccer games all over the world. I would love to live at a soccer club's residence. I think that would be great. And then I don't know how I'd have to learn Italian, I guess, but I can figure that out later. I'm speaking bird.
So I guess this team owner who Birdman thinks is going to pardon him.
Chris Anderson, yes.
No.
That's Birdman. That's
Fine.
my Birdman.
I got it. He says he's not. He says he's shocked by the photographic images.
Okay.
He says.
Yeah, as you would be.
And video of Mr. Juan Barabe, and to read the statements that accompanied them. Lazio announced it has stopped with immediate effect all relationship with this person, given the seriousness of his behavior. He's apparently, too, the doctor who operated on this guy's penis is also a Lazio team doctor who may have also been fired. Did you operate on his penis? Yes. You're fired.
I love it. The idea being that, in my mind, the Falconers standing around being like, I got a pretty sweet gig here. It's really great. The team doctor's like, yeah, I know, me too. I'm a team doctor. I work in medicine. I get to help all these star players from my favorite soccer team get healthy. And the Eagle guy is like, yeah, it's really good. There's only one problem for me. And that problem is I have a tiny little pee-pee. And the doctor goes, what's that? You said tiny pee-pee. I can help you. And he's like, oh, you have a pill or something? He goes, no, man, I'll just get you an implant. And in my mind, the team doctor is who kind of started all this, put this in the guy's head, no pun intended, and said, let's get you a little bigger, and then got him fired on accident.
The owner said he's been going to church for 67 years, has not missed it.
Well, what does that have to do with
67 years. He says, I have an irreproachable behavior from all points of view. I fight battles for change and moralization, and you behave in that way.
Hang on a second. To be clear, yes, the fascist stuff, not a church. It shouldn't be a church thing, right? It shouldn't be anywhere close to that. But getting penis enhancement, that is totally fine, right? What's wrong with that?
I think it's the taking the pictures of the penis.
Okay.
And putting it out and representing yourself as a member of the club.
All right. I don't know if you've been in a church. There's lots of pictures of naked dudes in churches. I mean, it's a big
pictures of naked dudes.
They usually
what kind of weird ass churches are you going to?
One naked dude in specific, but I mean, I don't know if you've been to Italy where these people are. There is a little guy called Michelangelo who carved some biblical figures naked. David is there
I
right
understand.
now in a church.
You're comparing works of art,
paintings
and sculptures, to a dude taking a picture of his junk and putting it on social media.
I'm saying clearly there's room for discussion. That's all.
Apparently there's not.
No, the Lazio guy is not a priest. The guy who owns the team is like, I go to church. What does that have to do with anything? Some of your churches have naked guys hanging on the wall. Like, what are we talking about?
Naked guys hanging on the wall.
Did they have a cloth over the guy that is on
The key word there is cloth.
No. Not the one. I've seen them, no cloth.
What churches
What are you talking about?
at?
Some of them don't. Accuracy is what matters, Mike. You think they were putting these people up on crosses? The Romans were like, oh, no. We're going to stab him in the side. We're going to put nails in his wrist, put a crown of thorns, but give him a cloth.
You cover up his pee-pee, though.
No, some churches want it to be accurate. What's wrong with that? They just believe in the history of the thing.
I got it.
I don't think you do.
Yeah, no,
let me get more graphic if I can.
You want to lose some money? We are. Every second we're on the air, we lose money for someone. Degenerate T-Bone's coming up next. Man and Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're going to hit a 10-minute delay if you're on eastbound 70 on the east side from James Road to 270. And we've got a couple minutes slowdown on southbound 315 between Kinnear Road and 670 East. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
You want to know what the VIP stands for in the Ohio Lottery's new VIP Millions game? Very impressive payouts, because this $50 scratch-off has $51 million winners. Plus, with 5 bonus boxes and a chance to multiply your winnings by up to an astonishing 500 times, this game truly lives up to its VIP status. VIP Millions, your best chance ever to win $1 million in Ohio Lottery history. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Mix and match 10 or more participating items for $1 each with your card. Choose from Kroger brand pasta, Starkist tuna pouches, Powerade, and more. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hey, can we talk? It's a new year and I need to move on. We had a great run, but you're old now. So I'm trading you in at Great Lakes Kia.
And new Kias are under $5 a day.
That's less than lunch.
Lease new Kia K4, K5, and Sorrentos. All 3 under $5 a day. At Great Lakes Kia.
That's only $149 a month for 24 months.
Yes, new 25 Kia K5 LXS, K4 LXS, and Sorrento LX. Standard with 3rd row seating. All 3 under $5 a day.
That Kia Sorrento is hot.
And we've got 0% financing.
But what if I'm not good enough for credit?
If you've got a job, you ride.
Under $5 a day.
Great cars, great people, Great Lakes Kia. GreatLakesKia.com. Want to take it for a test drive?
Oh, he needs to meet my parents first. To qualified buyers, visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
How'd you like to wipe out all that credit card debt to start the new year off right? Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Stop getting fleeced by the credit card companies. If you own your home, go Go to AFLcash.com now. Advantage First Lending can help you unlock that equity and get you tens, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's AFLcash.com. You can pay off all your credit cards and other high-interest debt super fast. Consolidate all your bills into one low monthly payment. AFLcash.com can help you tap into your home's equity to give you some serious cash so you can go into 2025 with less stress and more confidence. Get the cash you need from Advantage First Lending now. Most homeowners don't even need an appraisal. How great is that? Get on solid financial footing. Go to AFLcash.com. That's AFLcash.com or call 844-394-CASH. 844-394-CASH.
Equal Housing Lender. NMLS 1209177. Subject to lender approval. NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Bobby Carpenter once sold workout equipment on QVC Canada. There's no joke here. That actually happened. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. And procrastination, it's the thief of time. Do you really want to head into the new year with the same old joint pain, the stuff that's been bothering you all the way through this last year and probably many prior years? Make the decision now to say no. I'm going to get it fixed, and I'm going to get moving again in 2025 with the help from my friends at QC Kinetics. See, they're the leaders in regenerative medicine and joint preservation. They're located right here in Columbus, Ohio, under the leadership of Dr. Ray Tesner, the founder of Grant Sports Medicine and a classically trained orthopedic surgeon. He's going to help you revitalize your joints with advanced orthobiologic treatments at QC Kinetics. Things like PRP, so you don't have to have surgery. There's no drugs. There's no downtime. It's the future of medicine. Tens of thousands of people already know about it, so don't wait any longer. Go give them a call at 380-208-4544 for your free consultation. That's 380-208-4544. They have offices in Dublin and Gahanna, so they're conveniently located all through Central Ohio.
It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan. Objects in radio may be dumber than they appear. This is Man and Bone.
Gonna take some gasoline, burn her house down. Penis enlargement. Enhancement. I don't know if it's enlargement.
Well, they said it was an implant.
I mean, I assume it is enlarged, but
you're right. They could.
Who am I to say?
They said it was an implant. Is all we know is something was implanted into the man's penis. The Falconer, yes, a Birdman, for the soccer team Lazio in Italy was fired over this because he took pictures of it.
But he's barricaded himself in the team facility and he won't leave.
And all I know is that I guess there's a non-zero possibility that this guy said it's just so unwieldy and ginormous. I need a slightly more manageable model. And they implanted a smaller one on him.
Well, maybe it wasn't the right shape.
Okay.
Maybe it's bent carrot. Maybe it was bent carrot.
Could be that, sure.
Maybe it was
That's a thing.
Malfunctioning tip.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm not here to judge. The whole point is
actually, it's our job.
No. I'm not here to judge you getting a penis implant. That I don't care about. If you take a picture of it and then I'm just scrolling the gram and it pops up. Also, Instagram should have some liability, don't you think?
I don't think it was on the gram.
Well, what was it on?
I think it was on the X.
Oh.
X has no liability. Jeez. Whatever you want, man.
The X puts all kinds of
That's
stuff
what I mean.
whatever
you want.
Okay. All right.
Degenerate T-Bone. Come on.
Common Man and T-Bones. Degenerate T-Bone.
Degenerate T-Bone.
T-Bone's picks for the weekend.
Sponsored by Ohio Health. Choose between virtual or in-person appointments at 200-plus care sites, providing the finest care anywhere. OhioHealth.com/finest care.
Bone.
Well, man, of course, we've got some playoff action this weekend. Texans at the Chiefs. Over under 41.5 on that one. Did you know the most common line when it comes to over-unders in the NFL year in, year out, the mean average is 41 points exactly.
Okay.
So this one is right around that average of 41.5. Now, you might look at what the Texans did last week against the Chargers with their 32 points and say, well, that over looks pretty nice. But remember, there were 4 interceptions in that game, one of which was returned for a defensive touchdown. I would be surprised, given the Texans' performance on offense, if they're able to have another 30-plus point game. I don't think that's likely. The Chiefs, meanwhile, who they don't turn the ball over very much, but you could argue their offense hasn't been as explosive this year as it has been in previous years. So Texans defense, like we said, they cause a lot of turnovers. They are still very good. I think this could be a very good game and an exciting game, and also a game that doesn't go over 41 points. So give me that under on the 41.5. If you can tease it up to 42 or 43, even better. Commanders at the Lions. The over-under for yards thrown by Jaden Daniels in this game is 229.5. That's what I was able to find today. I'm going to go over on that. Lions surrendered the most passing yards, over 1,700. Second highest yards per pass attempt at 8.15 in the NFL over the final 6 weeks of the season. And I think the Lions are probably going to be trying to move the ball pretty well against that Commanders defense. So Lions defense not good, at least the last half of the season, last 6 weeks of the season. And the Lions offense still very good and probably going to move the football a lot. So that means to me, Jaden Daniels is going to have to throw the football, don't you think?
I would assume so.
I'm picturing.
I think some of that, too, has to do with the Lions score so many points that opposing defenses have to throw pretty much every single play in the second half. Yeah. And that may skew the yardage a little bit.
That is very fair. That could be the case. But also, if you look at some of the advanced metrics, they also show that defense does, in the last 6 weeks of the season, has gotten it's regressed a little bit. That's all. Now, it doesn't mean anything when the playoffs come. They can flip that switch and be the best defense in the NFL for all we know. But I like the over for Jaden Daniels. I do think he will have to throw the ball a lot. I also like the 10.5 point spread I've seen. If you can get it at 10.5, I like that a lot. But I think Jaden Daniels can keep him in this game. I would take the points here. Like, I'm not saying the Commanders win the game, but I do think it'll be competitive. And yes, I think he'll keep him in it. Meanwhile, Rams at the Eagles. The Eagles are 6-point favorites in this game. I'd even take it up to 6.5. I would lay the points. I think the Eagles will win this game and not like roll in this game, but I think they'll have a very, very good output. Their defense has been dominant down the stretch, did a good job against Matthew Stafford back in Week 12. They had 5 sacks in that game. So Jalen Hurts, I think, will be better. I think the offense will start rolling.
They need to be better.
They do.
I mean, they did what they needed to do to manage that game last week, but you can't have Jalen Hurts throw for like $120 and you think you're going to win.
No, and I don't think that's going to happen. I think it'll be better. I think they will win this game, but I'm going to lay the 6 points. I like that. And finally, there are odds out. If you want to get ahead of things and maybe try to make a little cash down the road, MLS Cup odds are out. The favorite to win MLS Cup this year at only plus 300. I mean, they are a highly favored team here. It's Inter Miami, of course, the home of Lionel Messi.
I don't know them.
No? What do you know?
I said I don't know them.
Oh, you don't know?
Never heard of them.
Okay. LA Galaxy next, plus 550. Los Angeles FC, plus 750. And then it is your Columbus Crew at 10-1 odds, plus 1,000. So if you want to go place a wager on them to win it all, that's what you will be getting in return. $10 for every dollar you bet. FC Cincinnati is 12-1. And in case you're wondering, Anthony Precourt's craptastic Austin FC, whatever they're called, they are 40-1 odds to win MLS Cup. An expansion franchise, San Diego FC, has the same odds.
That's too bad.
You hate to see it.
I swear that I saw Rudy Camacho eating a Chipotle today. But that couldn't be because they're out of town on training.
I think I don't know if they've left yet.
I think they have.
Did they leave or did they do? Because they often do 1 week like here indoors and then they leave.
All right,
I don't know
Rudy, if you were at the Chipotle over by Tuttle, send me a little message.
Also, I like the phrase that you said, which was eating a Chipotle, which I don't know if you meant to say that, but it does sound like something you would say.
Okay.
Because you're getting older and you're starting to use old man phrases.
Hey!
And eating a Chipotle is definitely an old man phrase.
No, first of all, the old man would say eating a Chipotle.
A Chipotle.
Chipotle.
You're right.
Fish has handed me the plug sheet for tomorrow. It is a big day here on The Fan tomorrow because it's the last full day of shows before the game on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So on Morning Juice, 8:30 tomorrow morning, A.J. Hawk, Buckeye legend. He knows what it's like to win a national championship. He will be here.
Yes, that's great.
Bishop and Friends, Tim May will be on at 10:30. Rothman and Ice, Brady Quinn will be on at 12:30. I think Brady and his lovely wife welcomed a new baby boy into the world.
Oh. Well,
either early today or yesterday. So congratulations to them. Absolutely.
That's awesome.
And then on this show tomorrow, Craig Krenzel back in studio for the first time in forever. He will be joining us in the 4 o'clock hour. And then in the 5 o'clock hour, a very scientific way to determine who's going to win the national championship on Monday. Tyvis Powell representing the Buckeyes. I'm Bodie Wells representing Notre Dame. How many marshmallows can they fit in their mouths? That will determine.
I am getting a little nervous about this one because both those guys do strike me as, I know Tyvis is extremely competitive, but Bodie is also competitive.
Don't we want that?
No, we do. But what if they are so competitive they will put their own health and safety at risk?
They have signed waivers. It's okay.
Should we? That's fine. Should we get a paramedic to just be here just in case one of them chokes? I mean, I know you know the Heimlich.
I know the Heimlich. I can Heimlich them.
Okay.
There's nothing I want to do more than get behind Tyvis and thrust.
Okay. I didn't ask for that information, but that's fine.
Skip Mosick is out there, and he said, you should really, spot Bodie a feud like the point spread. I said, no, I don't care about the point spread. I don't care if the Buckeyes cover the spread against Notre Dame. I just want them to win.
Right.
And I don't care if Tyvis gets just one more than Bodie does. That's victory.
All you need. That's victory. That's
I'm not
right.
Spotting Bodie anything.
Yeah. And who knows? We don't know if Bodie is maybe he is his favorite food is marshmallows, and he's like, oh, yeah, I do this all the time at home. We don't know. Tyvis could be at a disadvantage.
Maybe Bodie's got a secret trick where we're going to unhinge his jaw.
Yeah. Or maybe his cheeks are very flexible, like a chipmunk, where you keep shoving things in. You're like, there's no way you can fit more in there.
Why do you assume that the skinny guy can't do it? I mean, you see Kobayashi, he's a skinny guy, champion.
Well, so was what's his name? The guy who got the Impossible Dogs.
Joey Chestnut?
Joey Chestnut. I mean, not skinny. He's muscular, but he's not like a fat guy.
Right. That's right. Why did I do the Fat Boy food tip earlier?
I don't know.
I had it scheduled for 5.
Oh.
I'm stupid. You know what I will do next is
what's that?
We have a musical selection to play for you. One of the all-time great hits, if you're a sports fan, especially if you're a child of the 90s, has been remixed. We're going to share it with you coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a couple-minute delay if you're on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 161 and Cleveland Avenue. And there's about a 10-minute slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
We've all got it, that one crazy thing you've always wanted to do, that bucket list goal. Then a cancer diagnosis, and that one thing still goes according to plan. I would know I'm getting my first tattoo right now, while my 3 beautiful daughters laugh hysterically at me. 58 years old, 4 years of cancer-free checkups at Ohio Health. Go ahead and get a picture, girls. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans.
It's been a great run. Care Heating and Cooling has achieved goals I could only imagine 30 years ago. But now it's time for the next generation to take over. This is Mike Weems, now the retired founder of Care Heating and Cooling with my sons, Dennis and Ryan.
Dad, I remember you saying that a family business should reflect family values, that a customer deserves to be treated with kindness and compassion.
And those values will never change. The reputation you built for being fair and honest is our greatest asset.
In fact, in 2024, Care was awarded a BBB Torch Award for ethics and named the Lennox Partner of the Year.
You don't earn those awards by leaving cat toys behind. It's an honor to continue serving Central Ohio as a locally owned, family-run business.
So, whether you need a tune-up, repair, or just honest advice, Care is here for you.
Call Care Heating and Cooling at 1-800-COOLING or schedule an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com. When you need a company you can trust.
There's a lot on the line in a divorce. Your home, savings, retirement, maybe even kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce and the unexpected directions it can take, you really need a partner you can count on. I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. We're committed to helping protect your personal interests and the life you've built. Don't let divorce take more than it has to. Talk to us today.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
You want to know what the VIP stands for in the Ohio Lottery's new VIP Millions game? Very impressive payouts, because this $50 scratch-off has $51 million winners. Plus, with 5 bonus boxes and a chance to multiply your winnings by up to an astonishing 500 times, this game truly lives up to its VIP status. VIP Millions, your best chance ever to win $1 million in Ohio lottery history. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and Senior Vice President of Men's Sexual Health at HIMSS. In my 12 years of practice as a reproductive urologist, I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS. It really wasn't easy before. You had to take time out of your day, come to a physical office, and see a specialist like me in person. Now, through HIMSS.com, you can get world-class sexual health care and a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. It starts with a free assessment from a medical provider licensed in your state who can determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. So don't wait. Join the hundreds of thousands of guys who've gotten help for their ED through HIMSS.
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
And I'm Timmy Hall. We're all getting ready for Monday night's national championship between the Buckeyes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The Buckeyes are almost 10-point favorites in the game, but you know what Chris Berman always used to say? That's why they play the games. Buckeyes, they're going to take off for Atlanta tomorrow evening. I almost said WNBA. Feels like that at sometimes. Women's basketball, the Buckeyes are good. They're 16-0. They're ranked number 9, and they are at Wisconsin tonight at 9 o'clock. They're over on 1460 ESPN. NBA, once again, the best record in the league is on the line tonight, 7:30 tip-off. National TV game, Thunder hosting the Cavs. Blue Jackets looking for 6 in a row. They host the Sharks. Coverage at 6:30 right after my Buckeyes show. They drop the puck at 7. This one's sponsored by Dormar Heating and Air Conditioning. Need an emergency repair? Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarheating.com.
Did you feel that? It's your radio getting fatter. Getting fatter.
Chubby time!
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Please join me on YouTube tomorrow night. Just search Common Man's Basement. Click subscribe. It's brought to you by our friends at the Lion's Den. I'm going to be doing a basement show, 8 o'clock. I'll be there. First one of the new year. Samantha's excited to talk to you. We'll talk about the game on Monday. We'll give you all the secrets, tell you where the bodies are buried. Everything. YouTube tomorrow night. Live from my basamento. Speaking of my lovely daughter, we have a weird schedule on Monday. We're only on from 1 to 2 on Monday. Just 1 hour.
Yeah.
And I'm going to bring my daughter to work with me, and I'm sure she'll say hello to you on the radio on Monday.
Oh, okay. Should I bring my kids too?
I hope you do. I hope they all do the show together, and you and I just sit back there and smoke a cigar, whatever we want to do.
I can tell you if the oldest is in charge of things, it'll be a lot about Taylor Swift, but also there will be a lot of music discussion.
Well, Samantha loves that. She can talk about that.
The middle one, it will be a lot of gymnastics and basketball and soccer discussion.
Okay.
And music. I mean, she likes music, but middle one's into more country music. If it's the youngest, it will be all about poo. That's her.
Can I tell you something? That's our show right now. Does she want to be the third wheel?
Yeah, she could be. She could actually take over for me. But Abigail is very big right now on everything is just like, hey, Abigail, how was your day at school? She's like, it was good. Poop! And then she just yells poop at me. And I'm like, okay, I got it.
I know nothing about
She also talks about the BH a lot. She's really, there's a lot of discussion right now.
I love her too.
A lot of He is a BH, there's no doubt.
We had ourselves a butt whooping last night. The Clippers beat the Nets 126-67.
Dude.
That is a 59-point win.
The Brooklyn Nets are bad. They're bad.
59-point loss bad?
No. It's one of the worst losses of the season and probably of the last decade. That is
the worst loss of the season. Yes.
Yeah, they're awful. But
59 points. It was the second night of a back-to-back too for the Clips.
Yeah, so it could have been even worse. The thing that I will keep in mind for everyone, if you're not aware tonight, you heard Timmy talking about it. Women's basketball, they are playing Wisconsin. Who Wisconsin's record's not terrible until you look at their Big Ten record. They're 1-5. Yeah. Wisconsin women are. But Ohio State, the argument is they haven't played a lot of great teams yet. I'm not saying this Wisconsin team is great, but it's on the road in the Big Ten.
They just went to Michigan, beat them.
Yeah, they came back and won that game. That was good. But like the ranked teams, you've got UCLA, you've got USC coming up. I mean, these are going to be some much bigger tests for this women's team. We'll see how they do against those. But meanwhile, there has been a little problem with the women's basketball team. And that is the games have been on like Big Ten Plus a lot. Now, tonight's game, you can listen to it here on the Fans HD2, ESPN Columbus, 1460 AM. You can also, of course, find it if you want to on Peacock. It is on like a streaming service, but at least on like a readily accessible streaming service that we're all kind of used to. Big Ten Plus, I don't know if it's still like this. I had trouble finding like an app for that thing before. I don't know. And you have to pay for it like each time you use it. Not a fan. Not a fan. I do not like Big Ten Plus.
What do you mean they don't have an app for it? You can't watch it on your smart TV?
Maybe you can watch it on your phone or your tablet, but the last time, this was last year, I went to look for Big Ten Plus, and it was...
It's like, not on the Roku?
You had to go on like a website.
That's
and I was
dumb.
like,
What year is it?
I don't know.
Stupid. By the way, also tonight, Cavs and Thunder Part 2.
Yeah.
In OKC, 7:30 on the TNT. Speaking of NBA, the NBA is returning to NBC next season?
Yes.
Yes.
This is the final year of the deal that's the current NBA TV deal.
And so a lot of people are excited about the possibility of the return of the old, NBC on NBA and NBC theme song, Roundball Rock, produced, written, performed by legend John Tesh. John Tesh himself on his YouTube channel has released a remix of Roundball Rock. He calls it the Club Mix.
Okay.
All right. So the Bosses are going to be listening to this in the Kiki as they get ready to go to the club. You get the gist.
That's extremely mid. I wouldn't play at the clubs. What
you don't think so?
Club Med?
Let me tell you
something.
something.
What are we talking about?
I bet you put that on at the club.
No, not a chance.
The foam comes down from the ceiling. People start doing it.
No.
Marv Albert's there. Hanging from a sex swing with a rubber ball in his mouth.
Turn that back up. We got the Seinfeld bass going right now. This is good.
This is Nick Saban on the bass.
No, I know. I mean, it sounds like something that a 72-year-old man would think is what they play at clubs, which is...
I like it. I think it's good. Teddy, what do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not as good as the original, but...
No!
It's not going to
play the original.
Yeah, why can't we just play the original?
First of all, there is no original anymore because John Tesh went in the studio. He redid the original.
No,
that's what you're going to hear.
What are you talking about? The original still exists.
Yeah, but they're not going to play it next year is what I'm saying.
Why did he go in the studio, by the way? This is all of that could be done with, like, synths.
No, he needs the violinist. He needs a full orchestra.
No, that's all fake. None of that's real. That's all synths. That's all produced. That's all MIDI. It's not real. Come on.
He's got real violins.
Okay. I mean, he does when he does it on stage, but get out of here. He's a composer. They got Pro Tools now.
All right, here's the...
Wake up.
Here's the original.
what I want? I want a bongo-heavy remix. Because there's bongos in this, but you can barely hear them.
Yeah.
Or what are the big tall ones? Not congas, bongos, whatever those drums are called. I want that prominently featured. I want that cranked up in the mix.
Is that if Weezer were to do a cover of this, it would sound exactly like this. And people would praise them.
They would.
You made it sound exactly like the thing that we already liked.
You know what? By the way, Believe in Chaos just tweeted, said, nah, gee, this song bangs. Depends on who's rapping on it. Fair enough. I haven't heard anybody rapping over it. That we need somebody on the beat. We need someone to actually sing this. Now, I'm trying to.
What?
I want this song. I want the original and I want it cranked up higher. But you gave me a thought with the cover song thing. Because some people believe a cover song should sound as true to the original as possible.
I don't.
Right. Other people feel like it should sound not totally different. It's got to have some callback to it.
Right. Inspired by, with little nuggets. Listen to that. They put cowbell in there.
But see, when someone says, like, this is where we get into the subjective arguments of life, right? If someone says, is that a good cover song? Like, I tend to be someone who's more like you. I'd like it to have a little bit of a new flair to it. But some people want that. Like the Weezer crowd that loved that song when they redid Africa by Toto, right? Yeah. That was the one where it was like, it almost sounded identical.
Yes.
Right. So I think that just, it depends on your definition.
They were
of the cover.
universally praised for that.
Right. I was thinking about this with our discussion, to bring it back to sports, about MVPs. Because we were talking yesterday about Zach Werenski. Should he be getting some consideration outside, dark horse candidate consideration for an MVP? I was talking with Baker about it this morning. Ryan Baker, new producer of Bishop and Friends, right here on The Fan. You hear him every weekday, 9 to noon. And we were talking about, what does an MVP actually mean to people, right? Because some people feel like the MVP is like, you're the best player in the league. That's what the MVP means. Some people feel like it means you're the most valuable player in the whole league. You put that player on any team, they elevate that team to like a ridiculous level, championship level. Other people, like me, feel like MVP is you were the most valuable player percentage-wise on the team that you're on. You're not in control of who else is around you on that team, but how much do you mean to your team? And in that sense, I believe Zach Werenski would be an MVP candidate. But if someone else is like, it's the best player in the league, well, I grant you, Zach Werenski's probably not the best player in the league yet. But I can see why some people feel that's different.
What does that have to do with cover songs?
Different definitions of everything.
I see. I got it. Yeah.
You have to listen.
I know. I'm sorry.
When we're talking. That's how conversation works.
I was thinking about naked people in church. You were telling me about that earlier.
Have you never looked at the paintings on the walls of your churches?
I guess not. I mean,
they have naked people.
Okay.
That's where they got painted.
All right. Jim Harbaugh is on tap for a very busy offseason. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're going to hit a 20-minute slowdown due to an accident that's blocking the center lane. On westbound 670 before I-70, it is stop and go from 33. And we have slower traffic on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 east and west split. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their end-to-end solution helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all year round. Schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from your Indeed dashboard. Learn more by visiting Indeed.com/credit. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit primesportsbook.com and use promo code JUSTSPORTS for a welcome bonus of up to $100.
Hey, Ohio, Prime Sports has arrived. The only book where you can lay 108 instead of 110 on all your favorite teams. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey, you name it. Why would you risk more to win the same amount at another sports book? Download the Prime Sports Ohio app or visit our website, primesportsbook.com. Use promo code JUSTSPORTS. Get a welcome bonus up to $100 and be a member of the Prime Sports family.
Terms and conditions apply. Visit website for details. Must be 21 or older and present in Ohio. If you or anyone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Bets are us when dreams don't get in. Bets are us. Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel, plus low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsareus.com. 380-225-BATH.
Baths are us. When dreams sunk in, baths are us.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Is it time for a new or used car? Visit Tansky Sawmill Toyota on the corner of Sawmill and 161, home of the Tansky Promise, where our salespeople aren't paid on commission. We have a 72-hour exchange policy, and every transaction is upfront and transparent. You can even start the process at home. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com to start your purchase today and to see all of this month's specials. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Sarah, Happy New Year. You look amazing. How are things with you and Mark?
Lisa, I can't thank you enough for telling me about Columbus Men's Clinic. We've totally rediscovered each other. He's working out, and we're doing more as a family than laying around watching TV.
I told you, they're incredible. My husband and I had the same experience. It's like having that spark all over again, isn't it?
Exactly. It's more than the physical. It's the connection, the energy. It's the best gift we could have given ourselves.
This new year, make the resolution that changes it all. Columbus Men's Clinic brings you proven options for ED, low testosterone, and enhancement. Reignite your drive, rebuild your confidence, and show up in the moments that matter most.
Here's to more love and more joy in the year ahead.
Cheers to that.
Book your appointment today at columbusmensclinic.com or dial 614-300-7400. That's columbusmensclinic.com or dial 614-300-7400. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
When you bring Pella Columbus to your home, you get local, personal attention from an award-winning window and door crew.
Yep. Our crew is full of award winners, too.
Well, that's great, Wilson.
Yeah. Jerry alone has won the hot dog eating competition 2 years straight at the company picnic.
Well, that's not really the type of award I was talking about.
Still counts as an award.
Get the window that Columbus homeowners rate the leading and most trusted at PellaColumbus.com.
Football season is here, and we have so much stuff. One station isn't enough. Find even more pigskin on ESPN Columbus.
Set your second preset to AM 1460 or 97.1 FM HD2 or listen on the Fan app.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan.
Feeling the aches and pains of everyday life slowing you down? Introducing Blue Emu, America's #1 emu oil formula for pain relief. In a recent clinical trial, 91% of users saw improvement after using Blue Emu. Whether you're working hard, playing harder, or just staying active, Blue Emu penetrates deep to relieve joint and muscle pain fast. And best of all, you won't stink. Join the 91% who felt the difference. Find Blue Emu at your local retailer or online. Blue Emu works fast and you won't stink.
Sometimes the best time to prune trees is when they're dormant or with no leaves on them. For ISA certified arborists, it helps them see what branches may need to be pruned or removed. Dormant season pruning can also help lessen problems associated with insects and diseases and help create structurally stronger trees that can better handle heavy wet snows or ice buildup. Contact an ISA certified arborist to get the best professional advice on keeping your trees healthy and safe. Go to treesforohio.org. That's trees, the number 4, ohio.org.
Hair Volume is the best-selling hair tablet in the world and one of many award-winning natural hair products from New Nordic.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A little breezy out there and chilly, but for the most part dry on this Thursday. Temperatures running right around 30 degrees. Overnight back down to the low to mid-20s when you wake up. We'll see dry conditions from start to finish. Clouds in the morning giving way to some sunshine in the afternoon. Temperatures back in the mid-30s before rain arrives on Saturday. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
Just be glad you aren't as stupid as these two.
Oh, yes.
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Happy Thursday. So glad you're here. Tomorrow on the show, big day. Craig Krenzel makes his grand return to the show. He'll be in with us for the entire 4 o'clock hour. Also in the 5 o'clock hour, Tyvis Powell and Bodie Wells will participate in a competition to see who can shove the most amount of marshmallows in their mouths to determine who's going to win the national championship. Bodie's a big Notre Dame fan. Of course, Tyvis is a Buckeye.
Yeah.
So my money's on Tyvus.
We actually thought about getting Buckeyes to do this with, but then we thought the mess from that would be, like, it wouldn't be worth it for the on-air part of it, and for the off-air part of it, we'd have to clean up just chocolate drool and peanut butter goop, and no, you don't want to do that.
So instead, we're doing marshmallows. That is tomorrow during the 5 o'clock hour. Jim Harbaugh has a busy offseason. He had the cardiac issue this year. Remember that? So it was week 6. He was coaching against the Broncos. He was not feeling well. He's had this rapid heartbeat and irregular heartbeat for his entire life, really. But it was really bothering him. He went to the locker room. Paramedics treated him. He had a scan. They eventually got the heart back to a normal rhythm, and he had to wear a heart monitor for 2 weeks. He said at the time he had a procedure about 20 years ago to alleviate some of these symptoms. He's probably due for another one, and he's going to have another heart procedure in the offseason to apparently deal with this. He also is getting hip replacement surgery.
Wow.
This is all in the same offseason. So God bless.
Yeah, I mean, that's I don't know. I'm not his doctor, right? That seems like a lot of things to have done all at once. But, it's going to be that's going to be a painful and busy offseason for him. But he seems like the type of guy who embraces stuff like that. Doesn't seem like the type of guy who's, worried about not being able to go on vacation. Just probably cares more about where the nearest gallon of milk is and if someone can make him a steak.
That's correct.
That's what he likes to eat. So, by the way, speaking of weirdo coaches, did you see Bill Belichick? There's a little news on this contract he supposedly has with North Carolina.
Oh, that it's not signed yet?
Yeah, this is from On3. They say industry sources say that this could lead to a legal gray area. His contract is unsigned as of right now.
That's not uncommon.
No, but what is uncommon is a guy who, with all the NFL pedigree that he has, and who has suddenly become like a popular name to be associated with big-time NFL jobs.
Do we know if he is, though?
Well, what I'm saying is one of the guys who's hiring is Jerry Jones, who likes to look at the ESPN channel that his TV is on and go, who should I hire? Oh, this guy is someone. Or who did I used to work with? And,
Coach Prime.
Right. So that could be a possibility. But the thing that the experts are saying is if this is unsigned and if he decides, you know what, never mind, I would like to go to the NFL. There's a job there that's more appealing to me. This could lead to a gray area about how much of a buyout he would actually be owed.
All right. Well, Bill Belichick continues to say that he's not going anywhere. Michael Lombardi was on McAfee today with his horrible toupee.
The worst toupee we've ever seen.
Lombardi, terrible. Put some glue on the sides, something. And it was a different toupee that he was wearing last week.
Yeah, he had it was like flipped up, like he had put some product in it. There's no way that's real hair that he has.
He continues to say that they're committed there, they're not going anywhere, and maybe that's true. I don't know. But I know we've heard some noise about, well, I guess too bad you took that job, Bill Belichick. But I wonder if push came to shove, if another team would actually hire him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, they didn't last offseason. The Falcons had an opportunity to. They punted.
Yeah, but then it seems like the second he took that North Carolina job, we heard so many people going, oh, if only he'd been available for us, we would have went out
I know,
and got
but is
him.
that like when you see your ex-girlfriend at the bar with another dude? It doesn't mean you shouldn't have broken up with her. It's just, you see her with somebody else and all of a sudden you want her again. It doesn't mean that she's right for you.
No, but it also, look, I don't underestimate the stupidity of NFL front offices and the groupthink, right? And if it takes off within NFL front offices that the guy they really wish they would have had, and they would have, I'm sure there's people who will tell themselves in the NFL front offices, we would have hired Belichick last year. We didn't have a job opening. We weren't hiring someone last year. We were sticking with our guy. And now that is out of the way, maybe they didn't want to replace someone with him, but now that there's an opening of the candidates that are available, you could have an unproven coordinator come take your job, or you could go get a guy who's won a bunch of Super Bowls.
All right, I got good news and bad news.
Okay.
I saw it today. The bad news is that eventually Terminator 2 will turn out to be a documentary.
It seems like we're getting closer and closer.
And the machines will take over and they will kill us all. All right, that's the bad news.
Right.
The good news is we're only going to be alive, us here in Central Ohio, for the very beginning of that, because we're going to be the first ones to die.
How so?
I saw that a defense contractor is building a facility out by Rickenbacker.
Okay.
And they're touting this because it's going to bring 4,000 jobs to the area and all that. And that's great.
That sounds
great.
Good.
But the thing they're going to make there is AI drones and weapons for the military.
Oh.
They're going to make it in this factory. And so when the robots do become self-aware, we're going to be the first ones to go because we're right here with these things.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. They're going to take off from here and they're going to wipe out the closest area to them.
I mean, they take care of business here first.
Do you think the AI robots, will they at least, like when they see someone's house, that they're like, oh, this is one of the workers who built me? Will they go, Papa? And then like fly over it and then go to the next place and then destroy that place? I don't know. But I'm saying maybe the move is you go work there for the drones to, like, the drone feels sentimental about you because you've massaged its
insides.
I don't know. It's airfoils or whatever it has.
You connected my circuits, Papa.
Yeah, like maybe it feels a connection to you. I don't know. Also, can we get somebody? I know we're banning TikTok and we got all kinds of other legislative things we have to do. Can someone maybe check in on the AI and the drone technology and put some rules down saying, hey, Boston Dynamics or whatever the hell their name is, we don't need robot gun dogs. What we need you to do is build like stuff that helps people get around a little easier. You know, I see they do the leg things, right, that help people walk around who can't otherwise walk. That's good.
That's nice.
Stuff like that's awesome. Gun dog, we don't need. I don't know why we're making that stuff.
You know, and I don't want to take jobs away from hardworking Americans, but if I can get somebody at Chipotle to actually wrap my burrito properly, if you want to do an AI version of burrito wrapper,
have you seen? I got it now. I'm on the fly. I'm going to try to find this. I don't know the name of the place. Have you seen the video of this place? It looks like a chicken Caesar wrap that they do, but when I tell you they stuffed this wrap so full,
locally here.
No. It was a video that went viral. I don't know where this place is. I'm going to try to look it up while I'm not talking. But while I am talking, this place, the video, when I show it to you, when I find this, your mind will be blown because it shows a person wrapping a burrito, or a Caesar wrap, basically, in a way that you would look at the amount of food they put on there and say, there's no way they can get that wrapped. And then somehow they do every single time.
Hire that person.
I need to find this place because people are now traveling to go look at this wrap that they're making.
Speaking of food, I know we did Fatboy food tip earlier, but that's not going to stop us. I'm a big fan of some of the special pizzas they have over at Dewey's.
Yeah.
They have one this time of year called the Blue Ribbon Pizza, which to me is my favorite of their specialty pizzas.
What's on that?
I will tell you. Thanks for asking, Bone.
Yeah.
Olive oil, mozzarella, provolone, smoked ham, all-natural chicken, brown sugar caramelized red onions, roasted garlic aioli, and parsley after the bake. And you know that I'm a slut for the aioli.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
It is delicious. I'm telling you, that's a good pie. Blue ribbon pie. They pay me nothing to tell you.
Will you get Timmy to eat that aioli? Or
he says he likes Timmy secretly likes mayonnaise.
I know he does.
I don't like mayonnaise. Give me that aioli. No, 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 no. That's mayonnaise, you freak.
I thought when you said that's mayonnaise, I thought, oh boy. But then you went freak, and that's good.
Chubby bunny.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Chubby bunny.
I can't find this video. I don't know what the place is, but I'm telling you, I need to find out. I don't know how to wrap a burrito. I have tried at home to make anything like a semblance of a Chipotle burrito.
Well, the good news is the professionals don't know how to wrap them either.
Well, right. I'm saying I need to go to a class to learn how to do it. Because I would go pay money to learn how to wrap a burrito proper, like a good one. I don't mean like the kind that's like, it's halfway there, halfway open. No, the one that's like locked in, where you could be eating it in your car with one hand and it won't unravel on you.
Would you like me to try again? Well, I don't have any faith you'll be able to do it a second time either, considering this one just exploded like a bomb.
Do you ever have them do the double tortilla thing?
No, I usually just have them put it in a bowl.
Oh.
Tortilla in a bowl.
Oh, I see. So then there's no wrapping involved.
Well, I got to make eye contact with a person because I can generally tell if this person knows how to wrap or not.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, but what is it in the eyes that you see?
Fear.
Okay. Fear?
Yeah, because they're terrified. Oh, because they don't want you to say burrito. They want you to say bowl.
Oh, that means when you sense fear, you don't go burrito.
Exactly.
Okay, I thought you meant that fear somehow told you they can wrap a burrito.
If I sense intimidation, I don't even ask them to do it. I just go bowl.
So if they walk up with the attitude that a lot of people, like a lot of times around here, the unearned confidence of a sports radio host, they just walk in like, hey, how's it going? Like Dom has a lot of confidence, right? If Dom was wrapping your burrito, he'd be like, yeah, this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
He wouldn't work at Chipotle if he didn't, right?
Right.
Dom would just say, I'm not working there. I don't know how to wrap a burrito, and he'd never go.
Well, plus I can recognize the full-timers from the part-timers.
Oh.
Because I go to these locations so often.
Oh, so you know the ones that's like, you're here all the time.
You're here all the time. You know what you're doing. You can wrap my burrito.
You're seasonal. I don't know.
Hi, sir. Welcome to Chipotle. How may I help you? Would you like to try our new smoked brisket? No, Charlie. Just make me a bowl.
Throw it in a bowl.
Let's end this now.
That's right.
All right? They measure the ingredients very carefully. Oh.
No. You want someone who's slanging it.
That's right.
Who's just like, yeah, just throw it on there, not even looking at it.
I saw something today that made me laugh. I will share it with you coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're going to find traffic is stop and go on southbound 71 on the north side between 670 and I-70. And slower traffic is causing a couple-minute delay on northbound 315 between Ackerman Road and North Broadway. This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Shop limited time deals during Lowe's Pro Savings Days. Get a free adjustable stand when you buy a DeWalt 12-inch miter saw. That's a $229 value. Valid 113 through 124 while supplies last. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Replace your furnace with Logan AC and Heat Services. Get a free Trane furnace with the purchase of an air conditioner and 0% APR financing for 72 months. Get a free indoor air quality product when you schedule your installation by the end of the month. We offer a system for every home and every budget. And with same-day estimates and next-day installation, it's hard to stop a Trane. Schedule your free estimate now and get fast, friendly service from Logan Services.
Hey, can we talk? It's a new year and I need to move on. We had a great run, but you're old now. So I'm trading you in at Great Lakes Kia.
And new Kias are under $5 a day.
That's less than lunch.
Lease new Kia K4, K5, and Sorrentos. All three under $5 a day. At Great Lakes Kia.
That's only $149 a month for 24 months.
Yes, new 25 Kia K5 LXS, K4 LXS, and Sorrento LX. Standard with third row seating. All three under $5 a day.
That Kia Sorrento is hot.
And we've got 0% financing.
But what if I'm not good enough for credit?
If you've got a job, you ride.
Under $5 a day.
Great cars, great people, Great Lakes Kia. GreatLakesKia.com. Want to take it for a test drive?
Oh, he needs to meet my parents first. To qualified buyers, visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The show that will tickle you stupid. This is Man and Bone.
All right, I saw this this story today. I chuckled. Did you see the viral video of the dude at the Eagles game screaming at the Packers fan lady?
Screaming the C word at her,
yes,
I believe.
Just
like being
bad.
a just complete idiot.
Bad. Look, when you get banned from a Philadelphia sports venue, you've done something really bad.
Yeah, you've earned it, deserved it, all the above.
So the Eagles have said to this guy, you can never come back here. All right?
Good.
I guess online sleuths determined who this guy was. His name is Ryan Caldwell. He had a job at BCT Partners, which is a information technology company.
I'm sure they're real thrilled that their name's out there associated with this guy.
He has since been let go.
Yes.
From this company as well. Here is what BCT Partners founder Randall Pickett told NBC News yesterday. The language was vile. It was disgusting. It was unacceptable and horrific. It was diametrically opposed to the values that we espouse at BCT. We're a company that's founded on inclusion, on respect, on dignity, and the behavior was just a complete contrary to everything we stand for at this organization. He said, it's not just that we've parted ways with Mr. Caldwell, but we were very clear in our statement that we extended grace and support to him that he could be better. This is the line that got me, though. What troubles me is his behavior, but what also troubles me is the cancel culture that we live in that doesn't afford people grace, that we don't have the opportunity to be better people and learn from our mistakes.
Huh?
I can.
Huh?
You fired him.
You fired him. Look, it's like, oh, my hands are tied. It's your company.
I can understand, like, one of these political pundits maybe having a take like that, right? Because they're paid to have the hot takes, all right? But you are bemoaning cancel culture, saying, this guy's life shouldn't be ruined by cancel culture. Did you fire him? Yes. Is it your company? Yes.
No. Don't you know this CEO is probably, or whoever, is this his CEO?
Yeah.
Founder, whatever. This guy is saying, I have to, because of cancel culture, I'll lose my business. And it's like, well, if you believe in it so much, then take a stand. Take a stand with this guy and say, no, this guy, he deserves grace, and I'm willing to take whatever that means for my company. And no, you're not going to do that because you know that this guy, you do. Why would anybody want to work for this dude if you said, yeah, let's bring this guy back? That dude was using some heinous language. He is acting completely irrational. And if your argument is, well, sometimes at a game you get a little drunk, you do things you regret. That's different than screaming the C word at some random person in your seat.
Well, also, know how to control yourself. All right, be an adult.
Wouldn't that be part of what, if you were going to look for someone to employ at your business, wouldn't you say, I'd like to have someone who's not going to go to games like that and be like a liability every time they walk out the door?
Stop blaming things on booze, Mel Gibson. I mean, it's truth serum sometimes. All right? I've had a few too many sometimes. I have yet to talk about how evil the Jews are or call someone the C word.
Right.
All right? So control yourself. You're outside in public. You know, there's some people out there that have this narrative where it's like, well, I was off business hours. I can do what I want. No, you can't. What world do you live in?
I don't know.
If you want to go on a radio show and talk about Mussolini and show your penis implant, there's going to be consequences for that. If you want to get caught on video at an Eagles game yelling the C word at some poor woman who's just sitting there trying to watch a game, there's going to be some consequences for that. Don't be an idiot.
As there should be. This whole notion that people have that freedom of speech means I don't have any consequences for what I say. No, that's never been true.
Nobody's sending this guy to jail.
No.
He's free to go home and be a crappy husband and father, which I'm sure that he is. But that doesn't give him the right to keep his job or attend more Eagle games.
No, not at all. By the way, I feel like I was trying to find it and I haven't been able to locate it yet. There were a couple Philadelphia radio hosts who had all sides were bad here because the people who posted this video, you know, the woman getting harassed, I believe it was her husband who maybe posted it to social media. That person is like a guy who attends games in away stadiums and has like a camera on at all times. It's like a body camera or something he wears to show you like what it's like to go to these different away venues. And he'll go and support his team, right?
Okay.
So this guy, I think it was, Packers fan, obviously. This guy had a GoFundMe before the game to say, hey, help me get to this game so I can make my content that I do for my channel or whatever. And so now that has led to some Philadelphia media types to say, well, this Eagles fan isn't like most Eagles fans. That guy's a bad dude. They should kick him out. However, we should find out what's going on with this Packers fan. Did he instigate this thing? And it's like, at some point, maybe that guy did. Fine, let's find out. If that guy sucks,
can I say something? There's a bunch of other people in that section.
Yeah, that
they talk to.
No one else did that,
right,
other than this one guy. Let's stop trying to make things a giant conspiracy where we can't explain why someone acted out. This guy acted like a terrible person because he probably is a terrible person. I know he had the line in his apology that said, this doesn't reflect who I am. Clearly it does, because you're doing it, and that's all we've ever known of you. We never knew who you were until this moment. So, yes, it's going to reflect on you. You want to change that, do better things more often, and that will eventually change what people think about you.
Control yourself.
Yeah, how about that?
Fan poll, 971thefan.com. Who represents the AFC in the Super Bowl? Bills, Chiefs, Ravens, Texans. Look, I know they won last week. Texans aren't going to the Super Bowl, right?
I don't think so.
Come on now. All right, Bills, Chiefs, Ravens.
To me, I mean, the Chiefs have not looked good for the majority of this. I'm saying this about a team that lost one game.
We count them out all the time.
There's 1 or 2 games.
2, because they lost the last game of the season.
That's right.
When they played no one.
Right. Okay, so they lost one where they had everybody going and they wanted it. But I just, there's something that feels weird with them. I know they turn it on in the playoffs and it'll all usually be fine and they've got Pat Mahomes, but for some reason I'm getting sucked in on believing that it's either going to be the Bills or the Ravens. Like one of them's, I don't know which one, but I'm going to say one of those two gets there to a Super Bowl.
Remember, what was it, the Fiesta Bowl, where Boise State won the Fiesta Bowl and then the running back proposed to his girlfriend on the
That's right.
The cheerleader on the
that
field.
was over Oklahoma, I believe.
All right, I'm telling you, the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl, and then on the field will be Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Could you imagine?
And it's going to be the proposal of a lifetime.
If that's even hinted at, it will be the most, like if they even hint before that game, the 2 weeks leading up to it, Chiefs get there and there's some rumor about that happening, be the most watched Super Bowl in the history of Super Bowls.
Well, actually, the rumor is that Taylor wants him to retire.
Oh.
I mean, he's of that age anyway. What is he, 36 years old? I mean,
yeah, he's played a long time.
He's played a long time, you know, and maybe she wants him to get serious and not put his body at risk anymore so they can settle down and have little Kelce's.
I don't blame her for feeling that way. I also wonder, like, I think there are a lot of Taylor Swift fans that would say, like, yeah, this guy should retire. And if then Travis Kelce was like, okay, I will if you will. Well, he'd go from like ultimate hero and like the greatest guy ever. No. If he convinced Taylor Swift to like, yeah, you know what, who needs music? Let's just you and me make our beautiful music together for the rest of our happy lives.
They got enough money.
They got $1 billion. She's a billionaire.
Is she a billionaire for real?
But I think just off this tour. Like, I don't know. I've been not off one tour, but yeah.
I mean, I guess that would.
If
that
she's
would track.
not, she's close. Like, they have more money than they'll ever know what to do with. And so I'm just saying he is beloved right now by Swifties. But if at some point he said to her, you know what, I think you and I should just both stop our careers and let's just have a normal family life, the most we can have. And she said yes, villain number one for the rest of his life to all the Swifties. Because he would be the one who convinced her to stop making music.
Think about how good the Divorce album's going to be, though.
Oh, my God. Out of this world. A banger on every track.
All right, back page coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Expect a 5-minute delay on westbound 270 on the north outer belt between 161 and Cleveland Avenue. And we have some residual traffic from an earlier accident on westbound 670 before I-70. Still about a 10-minute delay there and some stop-and-go traffic from 315. This report is sponsored by Audible. And if you're stuck in traffic, why not tap into your well-being with audio? Oh, my goodness, I'm going to start over. And if you're stuck in traffic, why not tap into your well-being with Audible audiobooks, podcasts, and originals? Spend some time with expert insight on better health, relationships, finance, and more. Start listening free with a 30-day trial at audible.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit primesportsbook.com and use promo code JUSTSPORTS for a welcome bonus of up to $100.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from Classic 3-Cheese, Pepperoni, or Extreme Meat Pizza. Save big with a $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 3/4/25. See app for full terms.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place. And aspiring comedian.
That's fun. What's your best joke?
All right, 2 windows were hanging out side by side. The first window says, sure is a hot day. The other one says, a talking window.
That's pretty good, Wilson.
Bet you can't top that one.
Well, at Pella, we don't have the talking windows, but we do have the windows your friends will talk about.
Dang it, that's good.
Get the window that Columbus homeowners rate the leading and most trusted at PellaColumbus.com.
Hey, it's Jen from Deluxe Door Systems. Just wanting to say happy holidays. We feel blessed to have been in a lot of fan listeners' homes this year, and we wanted to say thanks. If your garage door sucks, we're here for you in 2025. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter from my friends at Affinity Whole Health. Make 2025 your year and finally feel like yourself again. Don't just set goals, allow Affinity to help you support them. The people at Affinity Whole Health, they're experts in GLP-1s for weight loss therapy, testosterone replacement therapy, and bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. So you can rock 2025 with a sustainable weight loss plan and more energy, increased muscle, and better sleep. It's all great. Get started at feelgreatcolumbus.com and turn your resolution into reality. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
In a divorce, it's important to have a partner you can count on. I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell, a domestic litigation and family law firm. We champion your rights as an an individual and your role as a parent, taking an aggressive approach in court while leveling the legal playing field in domestic matters. That's what a champion does. That's what Cordell & Cordell can do for you. Visit us at CordellCordell.com.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
Master Grillers Unite. The grilling season never ends at Billiards Plus. Come see their best-in-class grills for yourself and check out Central Ohio's largest selection of pool tables, game furniture, and shuffleboard. Family-owned and operated. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Save on credit card interest and keep more money in your pocket. Open a new Visa from Kemba Financial Credit Union and pay 0% annual percentage rate on purchases and balance transfers made within the first 90 days for 18 months. Visit Kemba.org to apply or to learn about our signature card with more benefits and extra cash back. Restrictions apply. Offer ends March 31st, 2025.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here from Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. Announcing our $99 home preventive maintenance checkup. It's getting cold out there. Carpenter and Bryant will do whatever it takes to get you ready for the winter months. Check out Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric at carpentercolumbus.com.
Come cheer on the Ohio State Buckeyes men's basketball team as they take on the Indiana Hoosiers this Friday at the Shop. Fans are encouraged to wear white, and you don't want to miss trading card night with Greg Oden. Buy your tickets now at ohiostatebuckeyes.com.
Rothman and Ice.
It's the old line. You can't say that about our pledges. Only we can say that. It's the tough love that happened with this team, with the fan base, I think kind of galvanized them.
Rothman and Ice. Weekdays at noon.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus.
The Fan.
If you needed one more reason to choose Diamonds Direct over any other jeweler, get this. Diamonds Direct maintains involvement in the entire diamond process and handpicks the best just for you. You see, any jeweler can claim to be a direct importer or have so-called partnerships overseas, but Diamonds Direct has special access that others simply don't have. Nobody can get closer to the source than Diamonds Direct. Indeed, Diamonds Direct is recognized in the industry as a world diamond powerhouse with unrivaled buying power and decades of inside connections that go back to their roots as actual diamond cutters. Bottom line, Diamonds Direct is without question the jeweler here that can truly offer the absolute best value. We're true talking direct importer prices on hand-selected diamonds that come straight from the source. Make no mistake, Diamonds Direct refuses to be undersold on GIA-certified diamonds. And we challenge you, let us prove it. Diamonds Direct, your source for the ultimate diamond value. Proud to call Buckeye City home. Diamonds Direct, your love, our passion.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Patriot Air Comfort Systems and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
Buckeyes Show coming up at the top of the hour. The fine host of the Buckeyes Show, your friend and mine, Timmy Hall.
Oh, you guys. Happy Thursday.
Timmy, I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here.
It's good.
You're always here.
Why are you wearing sunglasses, Common Man?
Future's bright.
Is it?
I can feel the national championship coming. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes.
So bright, I got to wear shades.
That's right.
Okay,
got to protect your eyes.
What is the real reason you're wearing? Just to wear them?
I don't want to forget them at my desk.
Okay, I see. I got it. By the way, the Marshmallow Man is in the other studio. Bodie Wells going to be part of our little challenge tomorrow. Bodie, see if you can pop on the microphone for a second. I know you're getting stuff ready for Timmy's big half-hour show that's coming up on the Buckeye Show.
That's right. Thank you, Bone. It's going to be very taxing, all right?
I know.
It's hard.
It is.
Something this short.
I get. Well, that's what she said. Right. Bodie, the question is, tomorrow you're going to try to stuff as many marshmallows in your mouth as possible for the honor of Notre Dame.
I love putting things in my mouth, Bone.
That's great. Yeah. I know. This is why we asked you.
As much as possible.
Yeah. So have you had a marshmallow before?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Okay. Do you like marshmallows?
Yeah, I don't mind a marshmallow.
Okay.
Don't love it, but it's fine.
I don't mind it.
This is a challenge.
Not going to deny.
Bodie.
Yeah, I'm going to try to win. Don't worry. Yeah.
Okay. I know you're competitive, so that's the part we thought is like,
especially with Tyvus.
Oh, yeah.
If I have the chance to beat Tyvus or something, I'm going to try to beat Tyvus. So whatever it is.
Exactly right.
These are good.
Two competitive a-holes. I love it.
Yep.
Now, I guess the last question I have is, what is a food item that you enjoy that you would be like, I could eat unlimited amounts of it? If calories were not a thing, health was not a thing, you just eat and it would not affect you at all.
Ice cream.
Okay, so you're a big ice cream guy.
What kind of flavor? What's the
s'mores from Graders. There you go.
Yeah. See?
He's got the brand and the type ready to go.
And that's a true ice cream connoisseur.
Yeah, that's a fan. That's an aficionado.
All All right.
I got a new ice cream that I'm about to try at home. I was in the Cole Wines today, the little farmer's market, which I brought in some cinnamon rolls.
Those
that
were
from another place in Plain City, from Red Hen. But the place Cole Wines out by me, they also bring in Perry's ice cream. Perry's is pretty good ice cream.
I've not had Perry's ice cream.
They're good. They actually sent me some of their Buckeye flavor a year or two ago. And I believe you sampled it then, but maybe you didn't.
Oh, good
maybe you weren't aware. It's really, really good.
All right.
But they have a peppermint stick ice cream. That's got little candy bits of red and green peppermint that I'm dying to try. I bought a pint of it, have it in the freezer right now.
By the way, those cinnamon rolls you brought in,
oh my God,
unbelievably
I didn't
good.
have any.
Still one in there for you.
There's one sitting there.
The fourth one is right in there for you. I would go.
Did you warm it or eat it room temperature?
Yes, 17 seconds in the microwave.
Warmed it up.
Not 15, not 20, not 18.
17.
17.
Timmy, I feel like eventually you're going to have a large train collection. I don't know why I feel that, but every time you talk about numbers, it makes me think this is a guy who should have model trains.
There's a little street by my house.
I do have model trains.
Like there's a bank on this street. There's a little restaurant on this street, and the speed limit is 12.
Mm-hmm.
It's not 10.
Metric system.
It's not 15. It's 12. Gets me every time.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it? How is it 12?
There's a little sign that says 12.
But
it's not a state-issued sign, just a sign that they made.
Some guy, okay, fine.
And that's actually dumb because it's not a metric system thing where you could have like the 12.5 kilometers per hour or whatever to like match it up with what the MPH is.
Are we going to do that? Are we ever going to get to kilometers?
I don't want to. It's
and I don't want to.
Everybody.
This is our thing.
Yeah.
It's way easier.
What we do.
I would rather do that. I want to go metric.
Why?
I'd have to learn it.
Because it's zeros and ones. It's divisible by 10. Everything is a kilometer. There's 1 kilometer.
No, sorry, man.
1,000 meters. Nate Bargatze was right. I agree with him.
That sounds too.
Who's Nate Bargatze?
you know. You know.
Who is it?
Bargatze gave away tickets for
Oh, the guy we gave away tickets for. It's fine.
Oh, who is that guy?
I don't care. If you don't know who Nate Bargatze is, it's fine.
Nate Bargatze. I had a farewell on the TV last night. Did you see my farewell last night on the TV?
That was quite a thing.
No, I missed that, Joe.
Probably should have skipped it. I mean, him. He probably should have just said,
What's coming up? What's coming up on the Buckeye Show?
Coming up tonight, we had some national championship coaches on our air. We'll hear some highlights from them. And the big thing at 6:20 tonight, we have recovered some long-lost audio footage. We couldn't recover the video, but we saved the audio of when Bodie was trying to become an actor.
Bodie was trying to become an actor?
Bodie was trying to become an actor back in the day, back when he was banging.
So I had no idea.
We have the audio of that. We will play it for you tonight.
Porno?
Could be.
I guess you have to wait and find out.
Right.
His version of it.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. Buddy with
that's right.
Back page.
The back page. The back page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Bone. Well, man, sometimes they say modern problems require modern solutions, but sometimes modern problems require solutions from a long time ago. Are you aware of the island of Jersey? I was not aware of this island. It's off the coast of France in the English Channel.
I think so.
That's where famous golfing legend Harry Vardon hails from.
Oh, Harry Vardon. He hangs out with Nick Bargatze.
I've never heard of Harry Vardon, but I'll let you live. I'll let you live. All right.
He was the man.
Well, island of Jersey. There's an airport there. The airport apparently has firefighting foams that they use, and they have to keep supplied, right?
Is that a thick foam?
A thick foam, yes. And they've had to use these foams from time to time when they suppress fires at the airport. Doesn't happen often, but it's happened.
Right.
Problem is, this thing releases a bunch of forever chemicals, which are not great, apparently, into the atmosphere. PFAs. Enough PFAs have been released off this tiny island that the health officials who have tested some of the residents there have said, your blood levels for PFAs are too high. They could cause you significant health problems if we don't step in.
They also have penises growing out of their foreheads.
Right. So here is the suggestion.
Not good for the Vardon ancestors.
The professionals have given to help with this modern problem is a medieval answer. They want these residents to engage in bloodletting. Bloodletting draws blood from a vein in measured amounts.
That's not real.
They take they
don't really want them to do this.
It says they want to take blood out of these people because it's so high in toxins. And then when they do that, your body will make new blood. You will get the blood replenished. It will dilute the amount of toxins in your bloodstream to a safer level. Now, they're not going to just
bloodletting in Jersey.
Now, they're not just, in the olden days, they would just cut you open, let you half bleed out, and then stitch you up and hope it worked out. They're going to do it, obviously, with a much more technical, precise way, but bloodletting, still a thing in 2025. Who knew? I certainly didn't.
I mean, wouldn't that just be a blood transfusion?
It didn't say they were going to put blood in.
They're just
letting it out and letting you naturally make your own blood.
All right. Sounds risky. What the hell do I know?
You're just letting it out.
You're just letting.
That term I understand.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. And Virginia man pleads not guilty to stockpiling the largest number of homemade bombs in FBI history. This man's name is Brad Spafford, 36 years old.
I did it on my spare time. I shouldn't be fired from my job.
Right. He was in the district county in Norfolk, the U.S. District Court there. And apparently they have a May 28th trial date for him. They said they are analyzing evidence from the seizure of approximately 150 pipe bombs from his house.
Oh.
Also weird, but part of the story is that this man has 7 fingers. So I just figured I would throw that in there. The man has 7 fingers.
I mean, total or on one hand?
No.
I think left.
I think both,
he's got a little JPP going on.
On both of his. No. On both. See, 7 fingers would make sense if that was what it was. But I think he has it on both hands. That's not good.
Okay.
It's weird.
Well, I mean, you're building bombs. There's going to be some collateral damage.
No, I think
7 on.
Like he's got extra digits.
Oh, extra!
Coming up.
So 14 fingers.
Yeah, he's got 7 on each hand.
Good
Yeah.
God. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What, is he from the Chernobyl?
Mordecai Brown making bombs.
You said a thing, I said a thing. Did you hear mine?
Yeah. What did you say, Timmy?
I said, what is he, from the Chernobyl?
No, he's from the Chipotle, is what Common Man said today. Are you having a Chipotle?
I'm laughing at you, not the stupid joke. All right, Buckeye show's next. Tomorrow we got a big one. Craig Krenzel will join us. We may kill 2 people in the studio live, so make sure to listen. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're going to run into a 5-minute delay if you're traveling on eastbound 70 on the east side from James Road to 270. And we've got a couple-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by AEP Ohio. You can make your AEP Ohio electric bill more predictable with AMP average monthly payments. You'll know about what you'll pay every month. Sign up today at aepohio.com/AMP. That's aepohio.com/AMP. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
This is a Fan Action Update.
This Action Update is sponsored by Logan Services, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Betting lines for the NFL playoffs this weekend. The Chiefs are an 8.5-point favorite over the Texans. Lions are giving 9.5 to the Commanders on Saturday night. The Eagles are a 6.5-point favorite over the Rams, and the Ravens are a 1.5-point road favorite against the Bills. For your Logan Services Action Update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
Dormar, your kind of hero.
Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from classic 3-cheese, pepperoni, or extreme meat pizza. Save big with a $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 3/4/25. See app for full terms.
Hey, can we talk? It's a new year and I need to move on. We had a great run, but we're old now. So I'm trading you in at Great Lakes Kia.
And new Kias are under $5 a day.
That's less than lunch.
Lease new Kia K4, K5, and Sorrentos. All 3 under $5 a day. At Great Lakes Kia.
That's only $149 a month for 24 months.
Yes, new 25 Kia K5 LXS, K4 LXS, and Sorrento LX. Standard with 3rd row seating. All 3 under $5 a day.
That Kia Sorrento is hot.
And we've got 0% financing.
But what if I'm not good enough for credit?
If you've got a job, you ride.
Under $5 a day.
Great cars, great people, Great Lakes Kia. GreatLakesKia.com. Want to take it for a test drive?
Oh, he needs to meet my parents first. To qualified buyers, visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
If your garage door doesn't have windows, but you can still see through it, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, we fixed crappy garage doors, straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. And procrastination, it's the thief of time. Do you really want to head into the new year with the same old joint pain, the stuff that's been bothering you all the way through this last year and probably many prior years? Make the decision now to say no. I'm going to get it fixed, and I'm going to get moving again in 2025 with the help from my friends at QC Kinetics. See, they're the leaders in regenerative medicine and joint preservation. They're located right here in Columbus, Ohio, under the leadership of Dr. Ray Tesner, the founder of Grant Sports Medicine and a classically trained orthopedic surgeon. He's going to help you revitalize your joints with advanced orthobiologic treatments at QC Kinetics, things like PRP, so you don't have to have surgery. There's no drugs. There's no downtime. It's the future of medicine. Tens of thousands of people already know about it, so don't wait any longer. Go give them a call at 380-208-4544 for your free consultation. That's 380-208-4544. They have offices in Dublin and Gahanna, so they're conveniently located all through Central Ohio.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and senior vice president of men's sexual health at HIMSS. In my 12 years of practice as a reproductive urologist, I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS. It really wasn't easy before. You had to take time out of your day, come to a physical office, and see a specialist like me in person. Now, through HIMSS.com, you can get world-class sexual health care and a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. It starts with a free assessment from a medical provider licensed in your state who can determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. So don't wait. Join the hundreds of thousands of guys who've gotten help for their ED through HIMSS.
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.